What is going on, hockey fans? It is again your host, Neil Villapiano. I'm the host of the Devil's State of Mind podcast here on the Hockey Podcast Network. And welcome to another live watch along right here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Tonight is the only game, because the other two got postponed due to complication with COVID-19. This is actually the only game going on tonight as we have the Edmonton Oilers taking on the New York Rangers. So this should be a pretty interesting matchup against a Rangers team that, has been kind of up and down of late, but still, towards the top of the Metropolitan Division. And then you got the Edmonton Oilers, who have the top 2-point getters in the National Hockey League, including the top goal scorer in Leon Draisaitl, and obviously superstar Connor McDavid. So there's going to be a lot of action, a lot of superstar power under the bright lights of Madison Square Garden. As always, guys, these live watch-alongs and everything we do at the Hockey Podcast Network is sponsored by the lovely people at DraftKings Sportsbook. Make sure to use our promo code when you sign up, THPN. These live watch-alongs are comment-driven watch-alongs, so if you guys are enjoying this, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, punch that notification bell so you don't miss any new live watch-alongs that we do here in the Hockey Podcast Network. And if you leave a comment, I'll be more than happy to share with you on the screen. Love interacting with you guys. We already got some comments here. My good friend Hockey Legend 2012, yo, what's up? I'm going to this game, so I'll see you next stream. No problem, Hockey Legend. Thank you so much for leaving a like and also just leaving a comment as well. We appreciate it. Enjoy yourself tonight and stay safe and have a great time at the game. Another big Rangers fan and a good friend of mine, Ben, saying, Rangers, I'm back. What is going on, Ben? Hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with us. We appreciate it. DJL Freddie G saying, hi, guys. Remember me? I certainly do, Freddie. Hope you are doing well. Rangers, I'm ready to fight the Oilers. All right, so we already got some fighting words here from some of the Rangers fans. Another guy who's been in here a lot, Lee Munson, saying hello again from Grand Prairie, Alberta, Canada. Hashtag Go Oilers. What is going on, Lee? Hope you are having a great day. Thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. Hockey's biggest fan is back in the building, ladies and gentlemen, saying hello. What is going on, my friend? Thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with us. Faggio is back as well. Faggio, you got any guys on your fantasy team playing tonight? Let me know in the comments section what you got. And of course, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Jacob Loves THPN. Hello, Neil. What is going on, Jacob? How are you doing, my friend? I know you were supposed to be going camping this week, if I'm not mistaken, correct? Or have you left yet? Are you reporting from your campsite? What's your situation like? My good friend Josh Deming, the man behind the screen, the man that makes all these live watch-alongs happen, say, what's up, Neil? What is going on, Josh? Thank you so much for coming on and saying hi. Really do appreciate it. Everything NEPA saying greetings from Penguins Land in Northeast Pennsylvania. What is going on, sir? Hope you are staying warm. I know the weather has certainly changed a lot, and we have gotten some snow. Not really any snow here in central New Jersey. I know in South Jersey there was a bunch of snow, but we got lucky. Stefan S., greetings from Germany. Let's go Draisaitl. Very, very awesome, man. Really happy you're hanging out with us today, even in Germany, a couple hours ahead of us. So it's pretty late in the evening, but excited that you are with us here today, hanging out. Josh giving us a score prediction. And guys, if you do have a score prediction, make sure to leave it in the comments and I will share it. And you can share, predictions up until the beginning of the third period. So Josh is saying 4-3 Oilers via Pereira, I hope I said that correctly, saying, hey, what is going on, my friend? Thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. Jacob saying, too much snow equals no camping. Sorry to hear that, Jacob. But as always, happy that you are with us hanging out tonight. And then everything NEPA saying, no snow here, thank God. Hoping for a good night on DraftKings. Absolutely. Again, when you sign up with DraftKings, make sure to use our promo code THPN. We also got a crazy score prediction here. Everything's saying 7-6 Rangers with a Kevin Rooney hat trick. Kevin Rooney just came off the COVID list today and is going to be in the lineup for the Rangers. So it'd be pretty impressive. Hockey's biggest fan going with a 10-3 Rangers victory. So I guess you guys saw the Winter Classic live watch along that we did and saw the score of that. And decided you wanted to, assume that there will probably be more goals even in a game like this. Lee Monson's going with his Oilers, a 5-4 victory. And speaking of that Winter Classic, that was the last live watch along that I did, and it was absolutely 100% a great success. At the time of this live watch along, ladies and gentlemen, we are just about 13 or 12 views away from 8,000 views of that live watch along of the 2022 NHL Winter Classic. 72 likes right now, and we were able to get almost 60 new subscribers from that entire live watch along. So from the bottom of my heart, I just want to say thank you guys so much. Hello to all the new subscribers that are here with us on the Hockey Podcast Network. You guys are the best. That was one of my, if not my most favorite live watch along that I've done so far. I can't believe the amount of support, the amount of likes, new subscribers, everything, the views that came from that. And I'm so excited to continue to do these. I'm always excited to do live watch alongs. I'm excited to do this one, of course. And I just really love interacting with you guys. So thank you guys so much for that. If you haven't viewed that yet or even liked it, make sure you go back and check that one out. We're almost at 8,000 views for that, and we're trying to get some more likes as well. Would really very much appreciate it. My good friend Danelle Weaver in the building saying, "What's up, Neil? How's it going? Enjoy this live stream with you since I'm off work watching the Rangers against the Oilers." That is awesome, my friend. Very, very happy to have you on, as always, hanging out with us. This one should be a good one. How do you feel about the Devils winning back-to-back games in OT and a 3-game winning streak? Certainly better than I felt about a week and a half ago, but the Devils are starting to get back on track. They're only 3-4 points out of a playoff spot at the time of this live watch along. So me speaking as a Devils fan and someone who covers the New Jersey Devils, I'm very, very much excited with the way the team is playing, and hopefully we can continue to play that way moving forward and get ourselves really going here in the beginning of 2022. Everything NEPA saying Zach Jones is in. Patrick Nemeth out for the New York Rangers. Thank you so much, everything. Appreciate it. Kat Connors, who was in the last live watch along that I did, the Winter Classic, saying, "Hey, what is going on, Kat? Hope you are doing well, my friend. Thank you so much for coming on and saying hi." Danelle giving his prediction for tonight's game, a 5-2 Rangers victory. As for me, I have the New York Rangers winning this one by the score of 5-3. I think both Artemi Panarin and Mika Zibanejad will get at least one goal. Mika Zibanejad coming off a very impressive game in their win over the Tampa Bay Lightning just yesterday, netting himself a hat trick, the 7th hat trick of his career as a member of the New York Rangers, which ties him for second all time for most hat tricks in New York Rangers history, with the late Rod Gilbert. I believe it was Rod Gilbert. I have to remember off the top of my head. I saw it on the screen for like a hot second, and I could have sworn it was Rod Gilbert, but I could be wrong about that, so I do apologize. Cole saying, "Do you remember me?" Of course I remember you, Cole. Big Nashville fan. Hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for coming on and saying hi, my friend. Really, really do appreciate it. So we are about 3 or 4 minutes away from puck drop between the Edmonton Oilers and the New York Rangers. And I'm looking forward to what should be, in my opinion, a high-scoring game. You have two teams who have a tremendous amount of offense and can definitely put the puck in the back of the net. The key thing is going to be which goaltender is going to end up, stepping up in this one. I believe Alexander Georgiev is in net for the New York Rangers in this one, since it is the second of a back-to-back. Let me just double check really quickly if I can find the lineups. Yes. So it's going to be Alexander Georgiev against Mikko Koskinen. So both teams are going with their backup goaltenders. Starting lineup for the Rangers, Adam Fox. Lindgren is back in the lineup as well after being out on COVID protocols. Chris Kreider, Mika Zibanejad, and Kaapo Kakko. For the Edmonton Oilers, their starting lineup will be Jesse Puljujarvi, Connor McDavid, Zach Hyman, Darnell Nurse, and Bouchard on the back end. And like I said before, Koskinen will be in the net for the Edmonton Oilers. So again, guys, make sure to leave your score predictions before this one gets underway. You have until the end basically the end of the second period to give me, guys, your score prediction. Breaking NEPA. Edmonton Oilers broadcast postponed due to play-by-play announcers out with COVID issues. Sportsnet will air MSG. So that is unfortunate for the Edmonton Oilers broadcasting team. So the Rangers MSG network will literally be the only place that you'll be able to watch this game. Unless you do have Sportsnet, then you'll be able to watch it anyway. So they will simulcast that. So hopefully the broadcasters for the Edmonton Oilers are okay. This is kind of the first time that we've had that type of situation where it's broadcasters that end up going on COVID protocol, but we're wishing all the best for them. Hockey's biggest fan. My game for Mini Stick League is canceled. Was going to be Montreal versus Boston, Edmonton versus Tampa Bay. That's unfortunate, my friend, but we are happy that you are hanging out with us tonight as always. Cole saying 6-4 Oilers, so there you go. Faggio saying, why wasn't there a stream yesterday? That's a good question. I honestly could not tell you. The only ones that usually I'm able to let you guys know about are the ones that I'm doing. But during one of our first breaks, I'll actually be able to bring up the schedule and I'll be able, Faccio, to tell you over the next couple days because we're pretty much booked for at least one game per day for the next handful of games. And I'll let you know what games there are. But this will be this is probably going to be the only one I do this week. Maybe I'll be able to do one later on in the weekend, but there was an open spot for a game today, and I obviously, like I always do, took an opportunity to do it. Danelle saying, COVID is really killing the NHL. Hockey's Big Fan saying, well, I don't know yet, but maybe, so potentially, we could get that game. Danelle asking me, did you get my score? I believe I did, but I'll say it again. Danelle has the New York Rangers winning this one by the score of 5-2, and I said that the Rangers are going to win 5-3. So that is where we are with that. So let's see here. Cole saying, gotta go to play hoops. No worries, Cole. Thank you so much for coming on and just leaving a couple comments and saying hi. Really do appreciate it. Make sure to leave a like while you're here and subscribe if you're not already there. Hockey's biggest fan saying, I want it to happen, talking about his league. Yeah, obviously, man, I wish that you get the opportunity to play. Hopefully it still happens, but we will see what happens. I just will text my friends. No worries about that at all. So we are just moments away from the start of tonight's game between the Edmonton Oilers and the New York Rangers. We shall see how this goes. Julia Escobar in the chat again saying hello. Hello, Julia. Welcome back as always. Thank you so much for coming on and saying hi. Really do appreciate it. So again, the goaltending matchup for tonight. The New York Rangers are going to Alexander Georgiev, 5-3-2 with a 2.87 goals against average and a .902 save percentage so far on the season, looking to try to continue to make himself certain for the backup goaltender position. Mikko Koskinen in net for the Edmonton Oilers, 12-6-1, 3.14 goals against average and a .902 save percentage. So Mika Zibanejad, 9 points in his last 5 games, and we are underway in New York between the Edmonton Oilers and the New York Rangers. So we shall see how this one all plays out. I'm just going to try to quickly find the statistics. Usually they're able to give me an opportunity to fix here. Do apologize for it. Give me 1 second. Trying to find. Oh, there we go. So now it's finally cooking with gas here, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, we are now underway. As immediately the puck is. It looks like it actually was deflected out of play. Not really sure. As actually, no, we're going to get a penalty right away. So just 15 seconds into this game, we already are going to get a penalty. We'll see in a second who it is. Looks like it's going to be too many men on the ice against the Edmonton Oilers. So that is a rough break. Hockey's biggest fan saying it's going to happen. Talk about his mini stick league. Let's go. That's awesome, my friend. Very, very happy for you. Danelle saying shocked that the game is on MSG Plus and not a regular MSG that the Rangers actually play on. The Islanders or Devils is not playing on MSG Plus. Plus MSG has some other show on schedule. Yeah, I don't, obviously I'm not in charge of that. I don't know. Maybe the Knicks are playing, Danelle. I don't really have an opportunity to check at the moment, but when I do, I will. But maybe the Knicks are potentially playing. But nonetheless, the Rangers right now are on a power play. They have the 7th best power play in the NHL. With a 25.3%. So we'll see if they can take advantage of the man advantage right away and get a very, very early goal. So the Oilers get the puck and they clear it down to the other side where Georgiev has to go behind his net to play the puck. Faggio saying, I kind of have Koskinen in fantasy, so please have mercy, Rangers. Yeah, hopefully Faggio, best case scenario, he gets himself a victory and you get some points. As Kreider with a shot from the left side, and it's stopped by the pad of Koskinen. So a good opportunity for Chris Kreider, but a good save there by Koskinen to deny him. So the Rangers still have the puck in the zone. Fox drops it off to Mika Zibanejad, back to Adam Fox at the top of the point. over to Trouba, back to Fox, over to Zibanejad, and that pass is blocked. But Zibanejad gets it right back. 1 minute to go here on the power play. Adam Fox with a shot. That one is stopped by Koskinen. The rebound try is stopped at the shot by Kreider, and Koskinen will cover it with 58 seconds remaining on the 2-minute delay of game penalty to Edmonton. Kat Connor's asking me, how are you? I am doing very well, Kat. Thank you so much for asking. How are you doing as well? Would love to know. But I'm doing very well. Excited to do another live watch along. And we'll see if we can get as many views, as much attention as we did with the Winter Classic one. But thank you guys so much, as always, for coming on and hanging out with us. So 50 seconds to go here on the man advantage for the Rangers, looking to try to get an early goal. As Jacob Trouba made a pass in front that nearly was a disaster, but then the Oilers take it away, and now we're back in their own zone and just killing off a couple of seconds before they dump the puck back into the Rangers zone. So Rangers not having a whole lot of success right now, but they got 30 more seconds on this power play to try to do something here. As now the Rangers come up the middle of the ice. Nice move there by number 6. Tried to get it to Lafreniere, but he missed him. And now Darnell Nurse chipped it around the boards, but it's taken away by the Rangers for a second. They're kind of whacking at it right now, still whacking at it. Lafreniere finally controls it for the Rangers for a second, and then the Oilers take it away and dump it back in. And that is pretty much going to do it for the power play. So really not a whole lot going there. Maybe 1 or 2 good opportunities earlier on in that power play, but for the most part, nothing there. So teams are back to even strength. Still no score here early in this one. As the Rangers right now have the puck in the offensive zone, looking to try to regain the puck away, but it's not. Now here comes Kyle Yamamoto for the Oilers coming the other way. He comes to the far right side and dumps it around the boards. Draisaitl leaves it for Duncan Keith. Keith gives it over to Draisaitl on the left side. Draisaitl now goes behind the boards, make a pass in front to 37. That one is stopped. Draisaitl back with another try. That one is blocked as well. But the Oilers keep the puck in just about 3 minutes into this one. And now the Rangers take it away, dump it out of the zone, and the Oilers will have to go back and regroup. So, Hockey fan, biggest fan saying, so puck drop for Montreal Boston. That is awesome for my mini stick league. Yeah, no worries, man. That's awesome. Great to hear that you're still going to be having that game. That is awesome. Autobox saying, no game. Yeah, unfortunately, again, I've mentioned this before, and we try to mention it as much as we can. We're not allowed to show you the game itself. Otherwise, we get shut down by YouTube. But we do these live watch longs to interact with you guys and talk about the game that we're covering and interact with you guys. So that's the best we can do. But if you go to NHL 66 or Stream East, you'll be able to find a stream for it and watch the game along with us. Rangers have a shot from a sharp angle, but that one's stopped by Koskinen. Gauthier with the puck right now for the Rangers, dumps it around the boards. And now the Oilers will take it and get it out of the zone for a second, but Filipino keeps it in. Can the Rangers stay on sides? They do. Hayek tried to get it to Gauthier. Up in the air, he's able to regain it. The Rangers still have the puck right now as Rangers are actually making a change, mid-change more or less, but now Trouba has to go back for the Rangers. And now here they come. Down the left side, Kreider takes a shot, and that one is stopped by the left shoulder of Koskinen. And then the Oilers are able to get it themselves and take it back out of the zone. Danelle says, if you know the Knicks played against the Raptors in Toronto yesterday, so if the NBA can do it, the NHL could do it, U.S. teams could play the teams in Canada, just Canadian teams arenas with no fans. Yeah, I mean, I guess the only reason why it's easier for the NBA is because they have one Canadian team as opposed to 6 plus in Canada. But, again, there's really not a whole lot that the NHL can do when they have that many teams with that. But I guess the NHL just wants to be, safe rather than sorry, more or less. So now the Rangers are in their own zone and they're able to slowly but surely get it out. Now the Oilers will intercept it and dump back into the zone. And now here come the Oilers. Connor McDavid drops it off to Hyman, and that shot is blocked. Oilers looking to try to keep the puck in. They do. McDavid from the far left side takes a shot that goes wide. Now 75 gives it over to Puljujarvi. Puljujarvi with a shot. That one's deflected just wide of the net. Still good deflection nonetheless. And now the Rangers will take it back the other way. As Lindgren will dump it in. And who's going to get there first? It's going to be Koskinen. But he loses it to Strome. And then a pass in front and the Rangers score! Off a bad turnover. And it looks like it's the former number 1 overall pick, Alexei Lafreniere, that scores. And just 5:25 into this one. The Rangers strike first on a bad turnover behind the net by Mikko Koskinen. So that is a bad break there. So you look at the other opportunity the other way. Jesse Puljujarvi with a good shot. That was just a great save off the stick by Georgiev. And then this just started with Lindgren dumping it in. Koskinen tried to make it play. He lost it to Strome. And then Strome just passed it to a streaking Alexis Lafreniere all alone coming off the bench. And he scores on an empty net. And the Rangers strike first. So that is a big-time goal to get this one started. As a Hockey's Big fan saying, they score Montreal fourth shot in. Very, very good start for Montreal in their stick league. My wonderful mother again saying, hi Neil, back here trying to learn this game of hockey. No worries, Mom. You can flip on the game on MSG because I know you have it. Just go to go to 580 on our television, and you can watch the game along with us if you want to learn more about it as we're going here. Fagio saying, thank God the Jets won yesterday. We were down 2-0. Then we went up 4-2. Then Vegas scores 2 quick ones to tie it, which was stupid because the fourth goal was clearly interference and kicking. KFC won it though. So yes, the Winnipeg Jets got themselves a good victory against a talented Vegas Golden Knights team. But we are approaching about 6.5 minutes into this one. The Rangers just scored on Alexis Lafreniere's 8th goal of the year, assisted by Strome and Lindgren. So Lindgren's first game back off the COVID protocol list. He gets himself an early assist. But now here come the Oilers on the left side. Leon Draisaitl tried to drop it off to his defenseman. He missed it. And now the Rangers looking to try to create something the other way. But the defenseman is able to get there for Edmonton before the Rangers could set anything up. Fagio, as he mentioned before, since Koskinen is on his fantasy team, saying, Koskinen, I told you, have mercy. What the heck? Yeah, it was just a bad decision there by Koskinen. Lost the puck and then was clearly out of position. Wide open net. Easy pickings for Lafreniere on that one. But the Rangers come down the left side. Tried to dump it into the zone for a second. It was Philip Hedl. Rangers trying to keep it in on the forecheck, and they cannot. And now Jacob Trouba's able to get there just in time before 71 for Edmonton can get it. Shots currently 5-1 in favor of the Rangers, and they have the 1-0 lead. Danelle saying, with the COVID problem killing the NHL, are they really going to have teams play 82 games with all these postponed games? Danelle, that is a really, really good question. And my best answer I can give you is that I don't know, but the NHL is certainly going to try. As a shot there from Edmonton on the left blue line deflects out of play, and we get our first stoppage of play in this one with 12:23 to go in the first. Alexis Lafreniere's 8th goal of the year gives the Rangers a 1-0 lead. And we will step aside for just a moment as we get our first word of the night from our sponsors. So as always, guys, shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and all the watch alongs that we do here in the Hockey Podcast Network. Make sure to use our promo code, which you can see in the bottom right corner when you sign up, THPN. So if you're just joining us, we're a little bit less than 8 minutes into this one. Alexis Lafreniere got his 8th goal of the year on just a bad turnover by Mikko Koskinen of Edmonton. And as a result, the Rangers have a 1-0 lead here. And welcome to this live watch along that we have here. So the trivia question tonight, who are the only 2 Rangers to record 50-plus power play points in a season? I have no idea. But if you guys have a guess, make sure to leave it in the comments section below. Hockey's biggest fan talking about his mini stick league saying Boston scored. It is a tie game. All right. So a tie game between Boston and Montreal. Neil loves Vegas. I don't remember ever saying that. They have a prediction saying Rangers are going to win 4-1. So there we go. Another pretty high scoring game. Got another comment here. 2-1. Thank you so much. Actually, it's 2-1. I'm going to say 2-1 Rangers. Is that correct? Let me know in the comment section if I have that correct. My good friend Ben is back, saying I'm back. What's going on, Ben? I'm sure you must be happy with the Rangers getting an early goal here. The Oilers right now have the puck as Darnell Nurse takes a shot that's blocked. Donnell Weaver saying, hey, Neil, the Devils and Islanders did beat the Oilers in OT. We'll see if the Rangers can complete the sweep of the Oilers in the tri-state area. Yeah, the Edmonton Oilers are currently riding on a 3-game losing streak going into this one. They've lost back-to-back overtime games, as Donnell just mentioned, between the Devils and then the Oilers as well, as Zach Hyman with a shot from the right face-off circle is blocked, and then Connor McDavid with a shot that flutters but goes right into the glove of Georgiev, and we'll get a face-off here with 11:40 remaining in the first period. But yeah, the Oilers are really struggling in the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area right now, looking to try to see if they can salvage at least one win against one of the New York teams tonight. This is also the fourth of a 5-game road trip that the Oilers are on. After this, they will travel back over to Canada to take on the Toronto Maple Leafs. My good buddy, Front Row Productions, saying hello. What is going on, Front Row? Great to see you as always. Thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with us tonight. We really do appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out with us on that Winter Classic Live watch-along that we did as well. You really were one of the many people that made it possible. All of you guys on here made that one tremendous, and I thank you again from the bottom of my heart. Faggio asking me, do you think Lafreniere will turn into a superstar, a first-liner, a top-6 dude, a good role player, but not first overall worthy, or a Yakupov? That is a lot to digest. The thing with Lafreniere is this, and I said it before, the good thing for him is that he didn't have to come to the Rangers to be a savior of the franchise. They already have a lot of talent around him. I think he has the makings to be a really, really good top 6 player. Think of him as just like another Zach Hyman type player, a guy that doesn't have to be a superstar, but can produce a really good amount of points once his game fully develops. So that's the way I look at it from there. I don't think he's a bust. I don't think he's going to be a Yakupov or anything like that. I think he's going to be an invaluable part to this Rangers franchise for years to come. Front Row Productions giving us a score prediction. He's taking the Rangers, winning this one 3-1. So we got another one there. Hockey's biggest fan giving us an update on his mini stick league, saying first period is over. Game is tied at 1. Jacob told me y'all were on. Well, shout out to Jacob as always for helping us out. Do appreciate it. And I do know for a fact that this is Jacob, even though he'll probably deny that it is. Front Row saying, Neil, we got 6 inches of snow down there in the nation's capital. Wow, that's certainly a lot for us. We really didn't, we didn't get pretty much anything. We got like very little snow, but it didn't stick and stopped after maybe like a half hour. So we kind of got lucky here in North Jersey. Donnell Weaver saying, yo, Neil, don't forget the Nets play against the Grizzlies tonight. Don't worry, Donnell. I did not. Nets need a bounce-back win after losing to a Clippers team. Have most of their team in COVID. Worst loss of the season for the Nets. Yeah, absolutely. The Nets, Steve Nash kind of cost them that game, in my opinion, but the Nets as a team didn't play all that well. Kevin Durant said it himself that he didn't feel like the team deserved to win. Hopefully here is now an opportunity for number 70 for Edmonton. He comes in, and that shot is stopped by the left leg pad of Georgiev. So a partial breakaway there for number 70 of the Oilers. But Georgiev made the save, and then a rebound shot from the left blue line just goes wide, and the Rangers are able to clear it out. We've just reached the halfway point of this first period. Alexis Lafreniere, about 4 or 5 minutes ago, scored the only goal so far this one, and it's still 1-0 Rangers. But yes, the Nets do need a bounce-back victory against the Memphis team that, even with still John Morant, it's going to be a team that the Nets should probably be able to beat. And they do need a bounce-back victory, especially knowing that Kyrie Irving will be playing his first game as a Net on Wednesday when the team travels to Indiana to take on the Indiana Pacers. So we shall see what happens tonight. I'm definitely expecting a bounce-back victory 100%. Lindgren over to Adam Fox. Adam Fox got to be happy to get his defensive partner back as he throws it in front of the net. That one is deflected, but it goes wide, and then a couple bodies go into the net, but it doesn't dislodge, and Adam Fox retreats all the way back behind his own net and allows his team to set up here. So let's see. From our productions, Jacob has returned from the Great Outdoors Campo trip where he spotted Bigfoot. Did you spot Bigfoot, Jacob? Let me know. Let me know if you had the opportunity to be in the outdoors even for a little bit. Did you have a chance to see Bigfoot? Let's see. As a shot there from an angle by Zibanejad is stopped by Koskinen. Rangers keeping the puck game right now as a long pass over to Keandre Miller just missed his stick. Yes, Jacob, you catch it, and finally the world will see the elusive forest-dwelling creature. So we shall see. Danelle asking me, hey, Neil, where are you at in Jersey? I thought you said you live close to South Jersey, not North Jersey. I live in Central Jersey, so that's close to both North and South Jersey. So I'm pretty much the same distance from both, I would say. I'm pretty much, for the most part, the same distance between New York and also Philadelphia from where I'm at. So I live in Monmouth County, New Jersey. That's the county that I live in. How do I feel about Kyrie Irving being back, sort of? I mean, it's great. We get an opportunity to see for the first time this year that threesome tandem of Kyrie Irving, James Harden, and Kevin Durant together. But to only have them for away games is still, it's kind of a bittersweet moment. I'm not necessarily happy that the Nets kind of decided to basically give in to Kyrie Irving, but there were some circumstances that kind of forced him into doing it. But hopefully when Kyrie Irving does play, he puts on a show and helps this team get wins on the road and make us a very, very scary road team. And we'll see if his opinion of the vaccine and all that stuff changes and he gets vaccinated and becomes a full-time player. We shall see. Let's see here. Hockey's biggest fan give us an update on his mini stick league again. Second period starts, lost the faceoff. Wait, the worst play. Montreal put it into their own net. Yikes, that is something you do not want to see. Faggio saying, Edmonton Oilers in their first 22 games, 16-6-0. Since then, in their last 10 games, 2-6-2. They certainly have been struggling. And to me, a lot of it has to do with the lack of solid defense and also some of the worst goaltending in the NHL. I mean, again, when you have old Mike Smith and Mikko Koskinen as your goaltenders, it's not necessarily the greatest thing you like to see. So there we go. Maple Leafs 532 saying, yo, what is going on? 532, hope you are doing well, my friend. Thank you so much for coming on and saying hi. Do appreciate it. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe while you're here. It helps out the channel tremendously. Firmware Production saying, Capitals did lose last night. Yes, they did, to my New Jersey Devils. 4-3 in overtime after the Devils blew a 3-1 lead in the third period. But Nico Hischier getting his second goal of the night, the game winner off a sweet pass from Jack Hughes. Big win for the Devils to get 3 in a row and finally beat the Washington Capitals for the first time in almost a year. Obviously, Jacob having some fun at Andy's expense. Technique Q, what is going on, Technique? Hope you are doing well, my friend. Thank you so much for coming on and saying hi. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe while you are here. Saying Devils-Rangers rivalry is on its way back. Oh, and Sean Avery can kiss my ass. Yeah, I agree with honestly all of that. Technique, I'm assuming that you are a Devils fan. Is that correct? Let me know in the comments. Would love to know that. But yeah, Devils and Rangers both on the up and up. A lot of talent, a lot of scoring, a lot of excitement. And once the two teams really reach the peak with their talent and everything like that, these games are going to be a lot of fun. And there's going to be some more games between those two teams coming up. Hopefully I get a chance to do one of them when we get an opportunity. So about 7.5 minutes to go here in the first period. Still 1-0 on a goal by Alexis Lafreniere. 1-0 Rangers here. We have some choice words here from Firmware Productions. Jacob, fight me. Faggio saying, old, always injured Mike Smith. That is very, very true. Jacob saying to Firmware Productions, no, thank you. I don't want to hurt you. So, again, there's a lot of fighting words in this chat again between Front Row and Jacob. That's one of the many highlights that you get from these live watch-alongs, especially when these two are in the chat. Hockey's biggest fan telling us again about his mini stick league. Second period starts, Montreal has to face off. And yes, again, mentioning that the fact that Montreal put the puck in their own net. Technique is a big Devils fan. Love to see it. Welcome aboard, my friend. If you aren't already subscribed, make sure you go check me out on the Devil's State of Mind podcast, the podcast that I host. That covers the New Jersey Devils here on the Hockey Podcast Network. New episodes come out every Monday and Thursday. We actually just posted a new episode earlier today. You can follow us on Twitter at Devil's State and also on Instagram at Devil State of Mind. Maple Leafs 532 saying there was a fight with the Pirates in Philly last night. Pirates in Philly? You mean in baseball? I don't remember. Is there like some sort of like, winter ball kind of game that's going on? Let me know, Maple Leafs. Would really love to hear that. I'm kind of curious to know. Donnell talk about the Devils should have won in regulation yesterday, but Blackwood had a brain fart giving the puck. Yeah, he did. Away on a tying goal, should have covered the puck. And Donnell, of course, our Devils could not hold on to a multi-goal lead, which is a shocker. Absolute shocker. But the Rangers right now have the puck in the offensive zone. A little more than 6 minutes to go. Gauthier with a shot. Tried to tuck it in, but the shot got blocked before it got to the net. Oilers just trying to get the puck out of the zone as Yamamoto dumps it, but the Rangers keep it in. Trouba fires it back around the boards. Duncan Keith gets it and gives it over to Cody Ceci, who now will finally get it out and drop it off for, I believe that was Connor McDavid. No, it wasn't. Number 37 with the puck now for the Oilers, and then he lost it, and the Rangers take it away. Now the Rangers have it. Filipino tried to get it over to Ryan Reeves. The pass was broken up here, and the Oilers just trying to get it back out. Let's see here. Front Row Productions. Yeah, man. That's how I feel, my friend. Donnell. Blackwood passing that wasn't a bad idea. He just fanned on a terrible result, though. Yeah, absolutely, Techni. I agree with that 100%. It was just a bad thing overall. It was just bad. It was just bad. 5.5 minutes exactly to go here in the first period. Still 1-0 Rangers here against the Edmonton Oilers. Alexis Lafreniere's goal, his 8th of the year, is the difference so far in this one as a pass deflects out of play, and we will get a TV timeout with 5:25 to go here in the first period. Still 1-0 Rangers. And again, we'll be right back after we get another quick word from our sponsors. So as always, shout out to our sponsor, the DraftKings Sportsbook, for sponsoring these live watch-alongs that we do. Make sure to use our promo code when you sign up, THPN. So a little bit more than 5 minutes to go here in the first period of this game between the New York Rangers and the Edmonton Oilers. Alexis Lafreniere's 8th goal of the year is the difference so far in this one. So a couple more comments here. Let me see if I can find it. Hockey's biggest fan, again, another update with his mini stick league saying, OMG, Montreal sucks. They just let in the worst goal. It went 5-hole. Goaltender's worst nightmare, 100%. 3-1 Boston at the moment. Hockey's biggest fan, what's your favorite team? Mine is the New Jersey Devils. I am the host of the Devils State of Mind podcast here on the Hockey Podcast Network that covers the New Jersey Devils. Been a Devils fan my whole life. Hockey's biggest fan, what is your favorite team? Would love to know. Fagio letting us know he is a big-time Winnipeg Jets fan. Fagio, by the way, really quick question. I see your profile picture. Just want to know what player that is. Let me know. I'm having a little trouble seeing that. For Real Production telling Hockey's biggest fan that Boston will win that mini stick hockey league game. The Mummers, not really sure exactly what that means, Maple Leaf 532, but if you could be a little bit more specific, would be greatly appreciated. As the Rangers right now just lost the puck in the O-zone, and now the Oilers come back the other way. 4:38 to go in this first period. Rangers still leading at 1-0. And now it's 4-1 Boston in that mini stick league there. So, geez, 4-1 Boston there, rocking and rolling. Donnell Weaver, as a local fan, the Islanders is an old team. Meanwhile, the Rangers and Devils are young teams on the come up, but the Rangers have done their rebuild kind of faster than the Devils. It's been for a long time. I've said it before that the Rangers never really rebuilt as more as they just retooled. They had some pieces already before the Rangers really started to do this, but yeah, they've done a very, very good job of building this team, and they have a lot of success. And this is the year where a lot of it is starting to really come together, really. And it's really, really exciting to see if you're a Rangers fan. The Devils, yeah, it certainly has taken a little bit longer. And hopefully with the way the Devils have been playing of late, that this is kind of the start of the turnaround and really getting us going and showing the potential that we have. Now the Oilers come the other way, and the shot from the left side is stopped by the pad of Georgiev. Good shot there by the Oilers as they look there, as that was Darnell Nurse, the defenseman, who came down like a forward, made that play. Lee saying, I have Zach Hyman, the Bison King, and Kreider in my hockey pool. All right. So two pretty good choices here to get you some points in your in your pool. So hopefully they can get you something there. Hockey's biggest fan is a major Toronto Maple Leafs fan. Awesome, my friend. Some rough news today from the Toronto Maple Leafs as superstar forward Austin Matthews tested positive for COVID-19. It was a rapid test. Not sure what the results of the PCR test are at the moment, as a shot from the blue line is stopped by Georgiev, but we shall see what happens moving forward. That's Cole Perfetti. Oh, okay. Remind me again, did Cole Perfetti, I'm trying to remember, was he drafted by, what team was he drafted by, Fagio? Let me know. I'm just trying to remember. Was it, I was thinking like either it was what? Detroit, maybe? I was just trying to remember what team he was drafted by. So let's see some other comments here. 5-minute power play for Boston in the mini stick league, by the way. Front row protector saying, who remembers the Hershey Bears hockey team? I do remember. I mean, they still exist, front row, and I don't know how they're doing necessarily this year. It's a shot from the point is stopped by Georgiev. A big time save there as Edmonton starting to come on a little bit here late in the period. 2:07 to go in this first period, with the Rangers still holding on to 1-0 lead. But the Hershey Bears, definitely one of the most favorite AHL teams, minor league hockey teams in all of hockey, playing in Hershey, Pennsylvania, right by delicious Hershey Park in Pennsylvania. Let's see here. Fagio says that he was drafted by the Jets. Thank you, Fagio. I appreciate it. That's why I have him as my profile pick. Makes a lot of sense. Big fan of his. I can understand that. As another shot by Montreal stopped by Georgiev. Corey Kidd saying hi. What's going on, Corey? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe while you're here. It helps out the channel tremendously. But thank you so much for coming on and saying hi. Now the Oilers with another opportunity as it's 22 with a shot. That one just goes wide of the net. Minute 15 to go here, and the Rangers really playing on their heels right now as the Oilers are putting everything on net right now, trying to get themselves a late goal to tie the game up at 1. Second period of the mini stick league for hockey's biggest fan, giving us a 4-1 score by Boston. There's a shot there, and there's a scramble in front of the net, but Mikko Koskinen covers, and we're going to stop here with 58 seconds to go in the first period here, with the Rangers still up 1-0. Maple saying, Philly has a parade called the Mummers Parade, and one of the mummers from the Pirates on my street was starting to fight. Wow. That is that's interesting. Could you give us a little bit more explanation of the Mummers Parade? Would love to know more about that. What's going on, Ben? Hope you are doing well. Again, thank you so much for coming on and saying hi. I appreciate it. My friend, again, you must be happy right now with the Rangers having the 1-0 lead. Maybe not so much with the way they played the last couple of minutes, but they're still winning nonetheless. Rangers have the puck. Trouba tried to fire it in front, but it was blocked. Rangers controlled again. Keandre Miller with a shot. That one just goes wide of net. Strome now with it behind the net. Gives it Lafreniere, and he whiffed on it. Right in the slot. Lafreniere had a golden opportunity to get his second of the night, but he whiffed on the pass from Strome. The Rangers have it in their own zone. 32 seconds to go in the first. Lafreniere will just dump it over back behind the Oilers net. Darnell Nurse gets it for Edmonton. And a turnover there by the Rangers. Lafreniere hesitated for a second and the puck was deflected off his stick. Again, another opportunity for Lafreniere to get his second, but he hesitated. That is a rough one there. Strome now with it for the Rangers. And now it's taken away by Barclay Goodrow. Drops it off to Adam Fox with 7 seconds left. He takes a shot from the left side. That one's kicked out by Koskinen. Oilers coming the other way. 1 second. And that is going to do it. For the first period of action here in our game between the Rangers and Oilers, 1-0 Rangers on a goal by Alexis Lafreniere, who had not one, but 2 opportunities in the last couple of seconds there to score his second, but it is only 1-0 Rangers after 20 minutes of play. Hockey's biggest fan telling us that the Bruins will have a power play to start the third period of that mini stick league, so we'll see what happens there. Danelle saying, Neil, have you ever been to Walt Disney World or Disneyland? I've been to Disney World in the summer of 99. I believe, if I remember correctly, I've been to Disney World, I believe. That's the one. I do remember that when I was much younger, but I do remember going there. And it's obviously very, very cool. I would love to go to Disney World and Disneyland again and experience that, especially now that I could fully remember it, since I was very young the last time I went. Would definitely like to go. From our production saying, yes, where they make all things Hershey. Yeah, absolutely. And I remember when I was a kid, front row, you're going to like this story. When I was a kid, I went to Hershey Park when I was young, maybe 5, 6, 7 years old. And, there you're allowed to, everybody gets the opportunity to be an official chocolate maker, and you get a picture and almost an ID that says it. I still have it somewhere, but it was a very, very cool experience. I wonder if they still do that. I would imagine they would. Hockey, biggest fan, giving us an update in the mini stick league. Third period starts. Danelle asking, have you ever been to Six Flags in Jackson, New Jersey? Have you ever been to Six Flags? I have been to Six Flags before, Danelle. I've been there several times. I'm not the biggest roller coaster fan. I'm more of a water ride fan myself. I've also been through the, I guess what they call the safari there as well. So I've been to Six Flags in Jackson many a times. Hockey's biggest fan say, Boston win it back. He gets up. He scores 5-1. Boston has a hurt player gone from gets speared. That's why Boston is a 5-minute power play. All right, so Boston is definitely dominating that mini stick league game that Hockey's biggest fan got going on. Fudge, you're saying, why is Tyson Barrie in the third pairing is literally their best defenseman? I don't know, Fudge. I really don't know. Like I said before, Edmonton's defensive core in general is kind of a mess. I don't know what exactly their whole thinking is with all of that, but I'm not the coach, so I can't really give you a decent explanation of that. But Tyson Barrie is still a very, very solid defenseman. And, I kind of wonder, even though Edmonton's right now in a playoff spot, but if they continue just to lose games like they do and continue to get out of a playoff spot and everything, I wonder if Tyson Barrie will become more of an interesting player to possibly be on the move. I doubt it, but we shall see. Ben saying the Rangers Lightning game was nice. Yes, it certainly was. Mika Zibanejad getting his 7th career hat trick as a New York Ranger. It's crazy how long Mika Zibanejad has been there, and it's even crazier that he's still not the captain of the Rangers. I don't know how much longer, how many more years Mika Zibanejad has to be there for him to become the captain. Hockey's biggest fan saying 1 minute left in their mini stick league game. Montreal pulls their goalie empty net. Kind of strange when you're down 5-1, but all right. Cat Connor saying, watching tonight's football game, Steelers versus Cleveland Browns, who do you think is going to win? There's the potential that this could be Ben Roethlisberger's final game in Pittsburgh. It won't be his final game of the season because he'll have one more after this, but it looks like more and more likely that Ben Roethlisberger will officially retire from the NFL after this season. I think because of that and all the emotion of it, I think the Steelers get themselves a victory and win that one. I'm going to say they're going to win that one 24-13. So we'll see what happens. That game will be starting in about a half hour or so for on ESPN. I believe that's the last Monday Night Football regular season game. I do know Monday Night Football on ESPN will be doing at least one playoff game, and we'll see what happens with that. Hockey's biggest fan giving us another update. Montreal scores. It's now 5-2. Actually, now it's 5-3. So that's pretty impressive here as Montreal trying to make a furious comeback. Montreal does call a timeout to see if they could set something up in that mini stick league game. But here, ladies and gentlemen, we are into the first intermission of our watch long between the New York Rangers and the Edmonton Oilers. 1-0 Rangers after 20 minutes of play on a goal by Alexis Lafreniere, his 8th of the year. Strome and Lindgren got assists on that after just a bad turnover by Mikko Koskinen behind his own net. It was taken away by Strome, passed it right out in front of the slot to a wide open Lafreniere, and he was able to easily score to give the Rangers a 1-0 lead. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are through the first 20 minutes of action or so. And also, by the way, while I have all of your attention here, ladies and gentlemen, as we get another update with hockey's biggest fan, it's 5-4 now, Boston, as Montreal has scored 3 unanswered goals in the last 40-some-odd seconds of that mini stick hockey league game to cut it to just 1. They will keep their goalie on the bench. Faggio saying, Cole or Cole? What do you mean, Faggio? I'm just trying to understand what you mean by that question. Kat asked me, what are your thoughts on the Islanders so far this season? Surprising. Very, very surprising, because I'm sure, like a lot of other people, I fully expected the Islanders to be a team that was competing for the top 3 spots of the Metropolitan Division, and a team that, again, has Stanley Cup aspirations after making the Final Four of the last 2 years. But I really can't explain why the team has been playing as badly as it's been. They've had some injuries, had some COVID problems, but even still after that, they've been struggling. They're still They're still in last place in the Metropolitan Division, and we'll see. I mean, there's still a lot of hockey left to play, and if they get on a streak, they can get right back in it. But yeah, I really can't explain why they've been playing as roughly as they've had to start the year. But hopefully, with Barry Trotz at the helm, this team can turn it around sooner rather than later. Okay. Cole Caulfield or Cole Perfetti? I mean, it's kind of a tough question because I don't know how Perfetti has done so far early in his career, but I would say probably, you know what, Faggio, just to make you happy, I'll go with Cole Perfetti, because I think right now he has more of the upside just because of the fact that he doesn't have as much NHL experience as Cole Caulfield. Caulfield still has a tremendous amount of talent, do not get me wrong. It's just for him, he's had himself a really, really difficult full first year, so to speak, in the NHL. But right now, I'll go with Cole Perfetti. Front Row Productions. Neil, does THPN have a Twitter? Yes, we do. I will put it right now in the chat. And you can follow us here. It's the same on all of our social media at HockeyPodNet. So Front Row, make sure to follow us on all of that, not just on Twitter, but also on Instagram as well. And like us on Facebook, the Hockey Podcast Network. All of that helps. And again, also, guys, if you're enjoying this live watch along, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and punch that notification bell so you don't miss any new live watch alongs that we do here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Helps out the channel tremendously. Another update here from Hockey's Biggest Fan. Icing on Boston because they tried to get it in the empty net. All right, so it's still 5-4 there. Hockey's Biggest Fan, make a YouTube of your get. I do agree, Front Row. Hockey's Biggest Fan should definitely do that. And if he does, make sure to subscribe to him, courtesy of us here at the Hockey Podcast Network. How big is your playing field? Sound like a big? Yep, absolutely. Why not, Hockey Biggest Fan? I don't think it's that hard to do. Donald West in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on, Donald? How you doing, my friend? I hope your evening is going very well. Thank you so much for coming on and saying hi. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel while you're here. It certainly helps us out 100%. So one of you, I don't remember exactly who, I believe it was Faggio actually, he asked me earlier, what are the games moving forward that we're going to be doing here on the Hockey Podcast Network this upcoming week. And I'm actually going to pull it up right now. So give me 1 second. Can I zoom out of this for a second? Here we go. Okay. So tomorrow, we are doing a live watch along between the Colorado Avalanche and Chicago Blackhawks. Christian Bull and Griffin Youngs will be on the call for that one. Then, the next day, the 5th, we will be having a live watch along of the Oilers-Toronto Maple Leafs game. And then my good friend Nick Berlansky will be doing the Penguins-Flyers game on the 6th. And then on the 7th, our good friend Bob, who has done several live watch-alongs as well, he'll be doing the St. Louis Blues Washington Capitals game on the 7th. And those are all the games that we'll be doing so far this week. So, Fazio, I hope that answered your question. We will have several more live watch-alongs here. I will be taking a little bit of a break, but obviously I try to do at least one per week, or as many as possible, as many as Josh and everybody wants me to do here. Because my mom and dad said no. All right, well, I understand that, but hopefully they change their opinion and you get an opportunity to do it, because we would all love to see those games. Donald saying, doing good, my man. Great to hear. Great to hear, Donald. Great to hear. Hopefully your new year is already off to a great start. Same thing with all of you guys. Oh, gee, I knew somebody was going to ask me this question at some point. Kat asking me, what are your thoughts on NFTs? To be honest with you, it's kind of a scam. You could screenshot any of those and just sell them and everything. If you want to have something for memorabilia, why don't you just get it physically instead of having it as an electronic thing? That's the way that I look at it personally. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not investing in it anytime soon. But again, the joke is, but it's very true. You could literally just screenshot these things and you're fine. And wow, hockey's biggest fan with another update of his mini stick hockey league. The Montreal Canadiens have tied the Bruins 5-5 after being down 5-1 in that third period, as now the game will be going to overtime. Donald asking, is there any win? Well, so far it is 1-0 Rangers after 20 minutes of play here of this live watch along. Maybe when I'm older. Yeah, absolutely, man. You got a lot of life left to live, my friend. Every day is a good opportunity to really take that next step in, doing whatever you want to do. Would love to see you in the future do that. And let me know as well when you make that YouTube channel. Just saying Boston Choke L. Firmer Productions. I just got back on Twitter at Andy's_ghost. That's great, man. I'm actually, you know what? While I'm thinking of it, Andy, I'm going to follow you. Unless you already follow me. Let me see. Let's see. Andy's, was it Andy? Oh, sorry, Andy's_ghost. People. Let's look. I followed TH. Okay, so let's see. I was saying, well, I have a YouTube channel. Oh, that's great, man. But yeah, hopefully you get an opportunity to start showing those games. Maybe show some other content. That would be really, really cool. Kagger saying, you should do a live watch along for the Alabama-Georgia college football playoff national championship game. I don't know if I would be allowed to do it on here, since obviously this is hockey specific, but maybe I will do it. We shall see. I'm not necessarily 100% looking forward to that game. I do believe Alabama will win because it's Bama. And until somebody can prove to me that they can beat them, which, I mean, it's been proven before, but I just think that Bama will win. But maybe Georgia's defense will step up in a bet, in this situation. For our production saying, I follow THPN, all right? So let me, I'm going to find you while I'm thinking of it. Let's see, Hockey Pod Net. You got a lot of followers here. I wish like on Twitter you could look up. You can look it up, but I'm having a little bit of trouble here, so I do apologize. But front row, if you follow me, you could just follow me on Twitter at here. I'll put it in chat for you, my friend. And this is my Twitter handle, front row. So if you want to follow me, then I'll be able to follow you back, and we'll make that all work. Because I'm having a little bit of trouble finding you, unfortunately. Roger's saying, loving how MSG is making fun of Mikko Koskinen. I mean, they're trying to say without saying it that Mikko Koskinen is not that really good of a goaltender. But, I mean, yeah, it is only 1-0, though. So there's a lot of hockey left to play in these next 40 minutes, and we'll see how the Edmonton Oilers bounce back. They're only down 1-0, and we'll see. Hockey's biggest fan saying OT starts, and the Bruins win that mini stick hockey league game the hockey's biggest fan has been talking about. Despite blowing a 5-1 lead in the third period, they win it 6-5 in overtime with 10 seconds. 10 seconds into it. Again, this is my Twitter handle that you guys can follow, ThenVPSHOW. Donald West saying, are you doing the Canucks on the 11th? I am not doing it unless they ask me to. It's a little bit further ahead, but I'm pretty sure we'll be doing that game. My good friend Dylan Kaiser, who does the Canucks podcast, which escapes me at the top of the minute. I feel bad that I don't remember off the top of my head. Let me just find it really quick. Let me just find it. Let me find it. I had it for 5 minutes. It shows you how professional I am tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see if I can find it. Yes, the BC Hockey Podcast, my friend Donald West. BC Hockey Podcast covers the Vancouver Canucks and everything in the Pacific Northwest British Columbia area, and I'm sure he would most likely be the one doing that game. But if they ask me to do that one, I will do that one. Most likely, there's a good chance we will. Kat is asking, what is your favorite Italian dish? Oh, that's a great question, Kat. Kat, I love the fact that you're asking all these personal questions. You asked a lot of them in the last live watch-along that I did of the Winter Classic, and I do appreciate that you're asking these. My favorite Italian dish, hands down, is pesto. And if I want to be as specific as I can, it would be pesto gnocchi. I mean, that is my all-time favorite Italian dish. Even though I'm mostly Southern Italian, pesto being originated from Genoa, I do have a little bit of Genoese in my blood, so there's a little bit with that. But pesto gnocchi is my all-time favorite Italian dish, Kat. Thank you for asking. The other mini stick hockey league game that's going on today for hockey's biggest fans, saying Edmonton versus Tampa Bay starting in a bit. Front row production saying I DM'd you, Neil. Let me just double check. My phone doesn't update. God. Let me look up really quick. Usually they got like requests and stuff like that since you're not following me. Give me 1 second, front row. My phone's just, here we are. Here we are. Accept. Found you. I found you and I just followed you back. I became your first follower back on Twitter, my friend. So there you go. We're all set up with that. I'll follow you also on Devil State of Mind as well, which, by the way, we are doing a live puck giveaway. And I should announce that really quickly. On our Twitter, on the Devil State of Mind podcast, we are currently doing a autographed Nico Hischier puck giveaway. And when I get a chance, I will find the link for that tweet and I will post it here. And you guys can go enter that contest as well if you do have Twitter. HockeyBot saying, I gotta go text my Tampa Bay group chat at Edmonton's. No worry, hockey's biggest fan. Hope to see you back later on today, but I will stay on stream actually. Okay, great. Absolutely great to hear. Kat, why you gotta ask me about the Giants game? I don't even really want to talk about the Giants game. Let's just put it this way. I have not watched the last two Giants games. I don't plan on watching against Washington either. I just want the Giants season to end. And hopefully major changes are coming. It doesn't really look like from all the reports we're getting that is going to happen. And I feel like the Giants have become the New York Jets. I mean, that's how bad really it's gotten. No, shut up. My brother is asking me, he wants me to say that the Giants are a poverty franchise, which is now his favorite saying about anything. So I guess maybe they are kind of a poverty franchise in a way. Jacob is back saying, hello, what's going on, Jacob? Welcome back, my friend. You've been it's like the most quiet you've been in these live watch-alongs, but great to see you again as always. Firmer Production saying, my favorite Italian dish is a meatball parm. Is that like fully Italian? Do we really say that? My dad, who's right here, shaking his head saying no. Edmonton Oilers 0-11-2 when trailing after the first period. So it's not really been, a lot of the luck has not been on their side, but we are about ready here, ladies and gentlemen, to begin the second period of play of our game between the New York Rangers, Edmonton Oilers. Alexis Lafreniere, 8th goal of the year, is the difference so far in this one. Thank you for blowing your nose on stream. But no, my old man, Papa Villapiano, as he's known in the chat, is just coming in to check in on this one. Dad, is a meatball parm an Italian dish? You could say it out loud.
Italian-American.
He said Italian-American, in case anyone knows. As we get a face-off right away, 18 seconds in. Face-off will be in the Edmonton zone, but we are underway here in the second period of our game. Well, I have 2 more games. That's pretty dope. Front row is happy about the Twitter thing. Yep, we are all good. Like I got the Avs versus Seattle and Ottawa versus Toronto. So a lot of action in the mini stick hockey league. I don't play the games. I watch and run the league. That's still really cool. Hockey's biggest fan. That's really cool that you run it. Are you basically like the commissioner? Is that fair to say? Fagio giving us a prediction again. I think it's Oilers winning 4-2 for the sake of my fantasy team. Hopefully they do. I mean, Fagio, I'm sure you'd be happy if the only goal that Koskinen gives up is the one he gave up back in the first. But fair enough. Lee saying his favorite Italian dish is lasagna. All right, that's very cool. Jacob saying, I have the game on TV. I'm assuming because you are in Canada, Jacob, you're watching it via Sportsnet, I would assume. Cat Carter saying, the Jets should have won that game. Stupid Tom Brady had to come back and win. Well, the Jets stands for just enough to succumb. And when they were up 24-10, I thought that I was like, okay, maybe they'll win, but at the same time, it's the Jets. And whenever they get an opportunity to get a big win like that, they usually choke it away, and that was the result of that one. But the bigger story was what was happening with freaking Antonio Brown. And let's just say I don't think he'll be playing in the NFL anytime soon. As the Oilers have an opportunity right in the slot, and that one is stopped, and looks like Lindgren is slow to get up after blocking that shot. Not really sure, but that is unfortunate for Lindgren as he just got back in the lineup today. He's actually holding his face. He might have actually gotten a puck hit up in his facial area. We'll see. Let's see here. Forever Production saying, okay. My favorite Italian dish is Little Nero's pizza with the works. Sounds very, very good to me. Give us a little bit more explanation of that. But the previous shot by Edmonton was deflected by Kyle Yamamoto of Edmonton and went right into the face area of Lindgren. So he'll go to the locker room to get some repairs. Hopefully he'll be able to come back. But on the Rangers, looking to try to come the other way, and it was snuffed out. The Rangers player goes tumbling down to the ice as we're about a minute into the second period here. Danelle saying, hey, Neil, I feel for the Giants and Jets. Both teams have been terrible for years. When will the light at the end of the tunnel? For both teams, fans here don't deserve this. When is the light at the end of the tunnel? I have no idea. By the way, Lindgren is actually on the bench right now, so it looks like he's okay. But yeah, Danelle, I don't know, man. I really don't know when the light at the end of the tunnel is. It'll for the Giants, it just depends on who the next GM and maybe even new head coach is and see where the direction goes from there. As for the Jets, Robert Saleh still looks like he's overwhelmed. It's really hard to tell. It's really, really hard to tell. I would say if I want to be generous, Danelle, I would say give it another 4 or 5 years. And just being as honest as I can be with both of those teams. New York football has been really bad. Fagio saying, well, after that stat, saying 0-11-2 are the Oilers after trailing in the first period. He'll go 3-2 Oilers. Hockey's biggest fan in his mini stick hockey league is a shot there from the slot by Gauthier, stopped by the right shoulder of Koskinen. Rangers keep it in. It's another try there from the blue line. Is stopped and covered by Koskinen. So a little less than 2 minutes in, Rangers with a couple of solid shots right there. Mini stick hockey league, Tampa Bay getting the first goal. But I'm just saying, I like that, but let's be real. Koskinen letting in one goal is unrealistic. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Hockey is a magical, unpredictable sport. You never know what can happen. Koskinen could go and end up getting 50 saves tonight, giving up just one goal. Or he might give up 3 or 4 more goals. We shall see. But I would bank on that he's most likely going to give up at least another goal in this one as well, Fagio. Lindgren is okay, Fagio. Don't worry about it. He's back on the bench. He's playing. I think he just got shaken up a little bit there. Kat saying, Antonio Brown really needs some mental health. He needs to talk to someone because this is the third time drama has happened with this guy. In a way, I feel bad, but not really. It's been more than 3 occasions, incidences, Kat. It's been like a handful the last 3 or 4 years. But yeah, something is clearly up with Antonio Brown. Don't know what it is. Don't want to speculate. It's just crazy. But I don't think he'll be playing NFL football anytime soon. It's Jacob Trouba with a whiff at the top of the blue line. The puck goes all the way back down in the Rangers zone, and they'll have to regroup. Jacob saying, Neil is Vegas fan, not a Devils fan. Jacob, I don't know like how many times. I know you just love to troll me. As Connor McDavid coming up has an opportunity here. Waits, takes a shot, and a good save there by the stick of Georgiev, and then a scramble in front of the net on an opportunity is stopped and covered by Georgiev on a try by Jesse Puljujärvi. So McDavid and Puljujärvi both with 2 really good opportunities, but Georgiev stops them both and keeps the Oilers off the score sheet. Yeah. Here we go, front row. Jacob's up to his old tricks here in the chat. Little Nero's deep dish with sausage, pepperoni, onions, red peppers, mushrooms with a zesty tomato sauce, all cooked by is it Nero or Nero? Am I saying it right? Is it Nero? I'm just trying to read from here. But that sounds very, very good. I actually had my first try with Chicago deep dish a little bit more than a month ago when I took a trip for about a week to Chicago by myself, which was absolutely phenomenal. Loved my time. Deep dish was phenomenal. Even my dad actually was talking about making deep dish for the first time. We'll see if we actually do that. No one can score now. Oh my God, end of the first. All right, so 1-0 Tampa in that next mini stick hockey league game. Is now the Rangers coming the other way. Kako with a shot, trying to go 5-hole, but Koskinen keeping the stick down, stops it, and we'll get a face-off here. 16:46 to go here in the second period. Still 1-0 Rangers. Who would you rather have, Wright or Savoy? Probably Shane Wright. That's just me. Maybe I'm not even being biased. I would probably say Shane Wright. I really like his skill set. Probably going to end up in Arizona. I feel bad for that guy. But I would say Shane Wright. Fagio, who would you take and why? Let me know in the comments section. Oh, yeah, Chicago deep dish is so good. Will make you slap your MoMA. That is a comment right there for make me laugh. I like that. But yeah, no, it was really, really good. Really, really love the opportunity that I got to have it. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I'm once again drinking another glass of the Villa Piano homemade wine that we make in our house every single year. Having some red today. I always do it on these live watch-alongs. People love it. I enjoy having a glass of wine while watching hockey. There's nothing better. I also have some water because I need to hydrate. Hydrate before you dihydrate, ladies and gentlemen. That is my tip for you here today. Oh, here we go, Kat. I feel like the Raiders need a new quarterback. Derek Carr, I think he's going downhill. NFL is all about young, fast, young adults. As Lafreniere comes to chance, and a shot there and a goal! And the Rangers make it 2-0. It's Barclay Goodrow off a nice feed from Lafreniere. And a little bit less than 4 minutes into the second period, the Rangers have doubled their lead. It's now 2-0. So Barclay Goodrow, the former San Jose Shark and Tampa Bay Lightning player, scores a goal for the Rangers as Lafreniere came down the right side. He was looking for a trailer. He got Barclay Goodrow in the slot, and Koskinen tried to go from his left to his right, didn't get over there in time. Great feed from Lafreniere over to Barclay Goodrow, and Goodrow got the nice goal. So Alexis Lafreniere having himself a good game. He has a goal, and now he adds an assist, and the Rangers have a 2-0 lead here. Well, Fagio, you and I were both right. Koskinen did give up at least another goal. We'll see if he gives up another. But yeah, going back to Kat, your comment about Derek Carr. Look, I am also a Raiders fan. I still am a big believer in Derek Carr. I think that he will make mistakes every now and then, but I think he's honestly been a very, very solid quarterback. At one time, he was one of the better quarterbacks in the league this year, and he wins them football games at the end of the day. They have a chance to make the playoffs if they win this upcoming week against the Chargers and get a 10-win season. As now the Rangers have another opportunity in a scramble, and Lafreniere looking for that one, but he could not tuck it in. Barclay Goodrow's goal was his 7th of the year. Lafreniere with a lone assist, and the Rangers just now grabbing the 2-0 lead. But yeah, I'm still a big believer in Derek Carr. The Raiders have already clinched a winning season for the first time in quite some time, and I still think he can get it done. But, we'll see if the Raiders decide to make a change after the season, depending on, what happens. Hockey's biggest fan. Second start, they walk in, they score 2-0 Tampa. I'm just saying what happened in the second because the second is over. They score 3-0 Tampa at the end of the second period. So it's 3-0 Tampa Bay after 2 periods in that next mini stick hockey league game. What is this mini stick hockey league? It's a league that hockey's biggest fan runs. I'm sure biggest fan, you can give a little bit more description in the chat for a lead so he can let you know. Savoy for me, maybe because he's a Winnipeg. ice, but also look at his stat line. I believe it's 51 points in 34 games in WHL leader. Great shot, good fast skater, and lightning quick. Faggio, is he going to be draft eligible this year? Let me know. And he looks like if he is, he looks like he's going to be one of the top prospects going into the 2022 NHL entry draft. Magic. Yes, that is probably the best way to describe it considering what we're getting. It's magic, absolutely. It's a shot there by Edmonton. It's stopped and covered by Georgiev. So far, Georgiev in this one has been really strong, and his team has given him some goal support right now, leading 2-0. Reflexes. Koskinen, I trusted you. Please save at least 40 more shots. I mean, would that help Faggio if he made 40 shots but still give up 2 goals and lost? Would that necessarily help? I know in some fantasy leagues, saves are really, really big, but I would imagine still losing the game doesn't obviously help that much either. The Rangers have the puck in the offensive zone. They wrap it around the boards. Oilers keep it in though. Oilers now have the puck. They're in the offensive zone currently. Oilers trying to set something up back at the top of the point to Tyson Barrie. Barrie with the wrist shot from the right side, and that one was stopped by Georgiev, and then he lost the puck on a rebound try. Oilers still whacking at it, and the puck hit the post and traveled on the red line, but didn't go over. So the Oilers just inches away from getting a goal to cut the lead in half, but they could not as the post and the red line both denied them there. So best opportunity so far of the night for Edmonton, but they could not cash in. Rangers have the puck in the ozone. Zibanejad trying to whack the puck out of the air, still gets it behind the net, gives up the top of the point. Penalty coming up here against Edmonton. Zibanejad with it, tried to touch the puck, and eventually it is touched by the Oilers. And with 13:34 to go here in this second period, with the Rangers now up 2-0, will now go to the power play. Kokkonen, number 20 of the Edmonton Oilers, is the one that will be going to the sin bin. So with 13:34 to go, Rangers going to the power play, now leading 2-0. And we will now take a quick break and get another word from our sponsors. As always, shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and all the watch alongs that we do here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Make sure to, when you sign up for DraftKings, use our promo code, which you can see in the bottom right corner, THPN. So we are a little bit less than 7 minutes into this second period. Rangers are currently going to their second power play of the game. They now lead it 2-0 on the most recent goal by Barclay Goodrow. Kat Connor saying, going to watch on Monday Night Football. Have a great night. Thank you so much, Kat, for hanging out with us for as long as you did. Really do appreciate it. Before you go, make sure to leave a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. It helps out the channel tremendously. But thank you so much for coming on. We very much appreciate it. Mini Stick Hockey League update. Third period starts. Tampa Bay walk-in, no goal rebound. Still out. They clear it. Now the Oilers just scored. It's 3-1 in that Mini Stick Hockey League. Talking about Savoy, yeah, he is currently projected second overall, but that could change real quick now. He's healthy, catching up for that first overall. It's going to be interesting. delayed penalty, which is now a power play opportunity for the Rangers. And now the Oilers come down the other way shorthanded. Darnell Nurse on the left side comes in looking to try to wrap around try. And that one almost got to Georgiev but missed. And now the Rangers come the other way. It's Strome, loses the puck for a second there. Now the Rangers are able to get it to the back of the point. And the pass by Zibanejad misses Adam Fox. And the Oilers will get it, but they cannot clear. And Adam Fox will keep it. And it looks like we get a stoppage of play here. Do we have a penalty coming up? It looks like we do, and it looks like it's Chris Kreider. So it's either Chris Kreider or Capo Caco. It's Capo Caco for the Rangers that's going to the box. So after just 31 seconds, the Rangers take a penalty, and now we'll skate four-side for the next minute 29. TT asking, what's the score? The score right now, as you can see on your screen, it is 2-0 Rangers. For her production saying, I hate the NFL, just saying. Understand how NFL football is not for everybody. Let's see here. It's saying it's 2-0 Rangers. Again, TT, thank you for letting us know that. So you can see on your screen here. Good thing I have $400 on the Rangers. That is a lot of money, my friend. Luckily, right now, the Rangers are winning 2-0. We'll see if they can continue to add on to that and get you a nice win. Roger asking, what happened boarding? I'm not actually sure exactly. I think it was a either interference or tripping call, I believe. Not entirely sure. TT asking, why Hockey Biggest Fan gotta lie? No, he's actually talking about his mini stick hockey league. It's a short-handed try there by the Rangers. Is stopped by Koskinen. Well, actually, it wasn't a short-handed try. It was a 4-on-4 opportunity there as now the ice has opened up a little bit with the team skating four-side. $840 payout. So if the Rangers win, TT is going to get himself a big payout. That is awesome. Thank you so much for coming on and commenting and saying hi. Appreciate it, my friend. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe while you're here. As Zibanejad comes in, and that shot hit the post. He had a partial breakaway, Mika Zibanejad, and he almost got himself a goal there, but the post denied him. So both teams have been denied by the post at least once so far in this one. Update here on the Mini Stick Hockey League. Edmonton win it back and shoot it up, no goal, rebound. They score 4-3. Faggio saying, please, Koskinen, don't let it in. And then he's saying, okay, good, he didn't. All right. Koskinen, I swear to God, yeah, Faggio is shaking in his boots right now with Koskinen playing on his fantasy team. As a shot there by Lindgren is stopped by Koskinen, and then he'll play it to his Edmonton teammate. And now the Oilers will have a very brief 30-second power play here. So we'll see if they can potentially get something as Darnell Nurse will take the puck here. Fires it over. Here comes Connor McDavid. McDavid dropping it over to Draisaitl. Draisaitl waits, gives it to Zach Hyman. He takes a shot, but it was a weak attempt and goes wide. Rangers take it the other way shorthanded. 10 seconds to go here on the power play for Edmonton. Strome dumps it in. And it looks like we'll get an offsides call here. So 7 seconds to go here on the Oilers power play. And it's still 2-0 Rangers on goals by Lafreniere and Barclay Goodrow. And they just showed the replay of the Zibanejad opportunity, partial breakaway. He went top shelf over the glove of Koskinen, but he hit the post. Otherwise, it would have been 3-0 there. They actually say Edmonton shoot, they score. The game is tied between Edmonton and Tampa in that mini shootout game going to overtime. So thank you, Hockey's Biggest Fan, for the update. Edmonton Oilers have the number one power play in the NHL, but it doesn't do anything on this one as the power play comes to an end. Darnell Nurse dropped it off, and he missed the puck. Got to be careful here. Capo Caco. It's a 3-on-1 for the Rangers. Gives it over to Caco. He tried to make a one too many passes, and the pass is broken up. Capo Caco had so much daylight to shoot. He ended up just trying to pass it to Hayek, but the pass didn't get to him. Oilers come the other way. They take a shot by McDavid in the slot, but that one is stopped by Georgiev. So both teams with some good opportunities there, but neither team could score. And I can't believe Capo Caco coming out of the box after the penalty, coming down on a 3-on-1, but could not score. Yeah, Yamamoto hits it for Edmonton as we've just about reached the halfway point of our game here. 2-0 Rangers here so far in this one. Rangers take it away in the offensive zone. Gauthier tried to make a play. Backhand try, and that one is blocked by Darnell Nurse. as the Rangers with a couple of good opportunities in the last few seconds. Shots are 8-7 in the second period in favor of the Rangers right now. Rangers just trying to get out of the zone. Let's go, TA. TT say, you're a good commentator. Thank you so much for saying that, TT. Appreciate it. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe while you're here, my friend. But thank you so much for that comment. It means the world to me. Fagio saying, so I searched up and apparently it was a hooking call. Thank you, Fagio, for that, because I have the game on mute because I have to, so sometimes I'm not totally sure what these calls are, but thank you for that. So it was a hooking call against Kaapo Kakko, but luckily it did not come back to hurt the Rangers. The Mini Stick Hockey League game, OT has just started. Thank you, Hockey's biggest fan. Appreciate it. So the Oilers have to retreat back here. It's Cody Ceci. Dropped it, the backhand pass over to number 18, Pitlick. Pitlick coming up the center of the ice. He comes in with a lot of speed. Tried to deke past two defenders, but Adam Fox broke it up. Oilers keep it in, though. Kokkonen fires it from the sharp angle, and that one was stopped by Georgiev. Rangers take it and dump it back out to center ice. 8:49 to go here in the second period. Still 2-0 Rangers. Alexis Lafreniere and Barclay Goodrow are the goal scorers for the Rangers. Speaking of the Rangers, they come down here. Kevin Rooney with a shot. That one is blocked from the right side.
That's great.
Pugliarvi now with it. Dumps it in. Tried to get over the Hyman, but it was broken up by the Rangers at center ice. And now Rangers will dump it into the zone. Rooney trying to get there first, and he does. Can the Rangers keep it in? They do. 14 tried to take it, but it's intercepted by 37 of Edmonton, and he'll just dump it out of the zone. Edmonton walks in. Penalty on Edmonton for a trip, all right. 2-minute power play, all right. So there you go. Off the faceoff, Tampa Bay wins it back. They shoot it, save, rebound, no goal. Stays out, one-timer in front, scores. Tampa wins that Mini Stick Hockey League game. So thank you for that, Hockey's biggest fan. So another OT thriller in that Mini Stick Hockey League period that Hockey's biggest fan keeps us updated with. Oilers coming the other way right now. 7:40 to go here in the second period. Oilers have the puck. One-time pass on a slap shot by Darnell Nurse, but it goes wide. Good pass there from Draisaitl to Darnell Nurse, but he couldn't get it. Fun fact, Darnell Nurse has a sister, Kia Nurse, who currently plays in the WNBA, the Women's National Basketball Association. She was playing in the same city as her, well, not in the same city. She was playing in New York for the Liberty, but now she's with, I believe, the Phoenix Mercury. So the Nurse family is definitely a sports athlete family, 100%. Now the Rangers have it again. It's center ice. Kaapo Kakko drops off to Kreider, and Kreider will wrap it into the zone. 6:55 to go here in the second period. Still 2-0 Rangers. Kreider, now with the puck, backhands it over to Kaapo Kakko behind the net. Kaapo Kakko waiting for something to set up. Gives it over. Back up to the top of the point. Take the shot. That one is blocked in front, or maybe it got to Koskinen. Either way, it did not go in. Rangers dump it back into the zone here. 6.5 minutes to go. Oilers player whiffed that. It was Darnell Nurse who whiffed at it, but was able to get it out anyway before the Rangers could intercept it in the offensive zone. Rangers make a long pass there to Strome, but he misses it. And now Koskinen plays it for Edmonton over to Duncan Keith. Got a fight here in the Mini Stick Hockey League here. A player might get suspended. Kind of a crazy events going on. And a pass in front there. And the Oilers score. And I'm not sure exactly who it was, but it was a tap-in nonetheless. It looks like it's going to be Ryan McLeod that scores with exactly 6 minutes to go here in the second period. And the Edmonton Oilers have cut the deficit in half. It's now 2-1, and Georgiev definitely not happy with that one. We'll see it again here on the replay. Oilers coming into the zone. Number 16 just made a nice feed, cross crease pass over to McLeod. Nice tap in. Very, very nice. And McLeod just a simple tap in. Georgiev almost got there, but didn't get there in time. And McLeod, whose brother actually plays for the New Jersey Devils, Michael McLeod, this McLeod gets himself a goal at the 14-minute mark. And the deficit is cut in half. It's now 2-1 Rangers. And then Fazio not happy. I could have picked up McLeod. Frick, not my night. Yeah, Fazio, it doesn't seem like it's your night, but it's not over yet. Edmonton just cut the deficit in half, so let's see what happens here as now we get a stoppage in play as the puck goes out of play with 5:38 to go. As just about 22 seconds ago, McLeod got himself a goal to cut the deficit in half. It is now 2-1 Rangers. And we will be right back after we get another quick word from our sponsors. As always, shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and all the watch alongs that we do here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Make sure to use our promo code down in the bottom right corner when you sign up, THPN. So 5:38 to go here in the second period. The Rangers scored a goal earlier on in this period to make it 2-0. It was Barclay Goodrow who scored. And then just a couple seconds ago, McLeod scored a goal to cut the deficit in half, getting a goal for Edmonton. And that's where we are right now with it being 2-1 Rangers. The Rangers are 42 for 45 on the penalty kill in their last 16 games. They're 1 for 1 tonight. Their penalty kill has been awesome. So the special teams in general has been very, very impressive this year. So now Connor McDavid is getting the puck. Ryan McLeod's goal, his fourth of the year. Benson and Kyle Turris are the people who get assists on that McLeod goal. So now McDavid with the puck on the right side. He's looking to try to set something up. He finally controls it. Back to the top of the point to the defenseman. That shot just goes wide. And as Georgiev was knocked down, no penalty called there. Oilers still keeping in his own. Puljujärvi with it now. Sharbangle tried that one, stopped by Georgiev, and then looked like it was Zach Hyman trying to do a wraparound try, but it was broken up. Zach Hyman still fine with the puck now. McDavid with it. Now back over to Hyman around net here. Oilers doing a good job on the forecheck here, but the Rangers are able to finally dump it out, and they'll come the other way, and they'll just dump it into the Oilers zone as they make a change with 4:40 to go here in the second period. Still 2-1 Rangers. Hockey's biggest fan. I will send the Avs and Kraken team a text for their game. All right, so that's the next game on tap for the Mini Stick Hockey League. Now a shot from the right face-off circle by Yamamoto was blocked before it got to anybody. Yamamoto still with the puck. Now Draisaitl with it. Draisaitl over to Yamamoto, but he misses. But now Kokkonen gives it over back to the top of the point. 37 gives it over to Draisaitl behind the net. Draisaitl on Lindgren. Now back over there. The pass in front to 37. That pass is blocked in front. 4 minutes to go here in the second period. Oilers looking to try to see if they could tie the game. Draisaitl with it. Lost it for a second. Rangers desperately need to get the puck out and get a change here. They got some tired legs on the ice. Draisaitl tried to make a pass in front. He misses, and the puck goes all the way back down to the Oilers zone where Koskinen will play it, and the Rangers will be able to finally make a change. And that pass just missed number 16, Benson, I believe. Otherwise, he would have had a partial breakaway there. 3.5 minutes to go here. Drop pass over to Benson. Benson on the far left side. Trying to make a pass across crease, but he missed. Now the Rangers take it, trying to get it out. Can they finally get it out? McLeod whacking away at him. The Rangers finally do. But right now, ever since the McLeod goal, it's been all Edmonton. 71 drops it over. Takes a wrist shot. That one is stopped. Rebound try is kicked away before it could get to Georgiev. Good job by Adam Fox there. Rangers coming back the other way with exactly 3 minutes to go here in the second period. Oilers really coming on strong here, looking to try to get that next goal to tie this one up before the end of this second period. McLeod, center of the ice, gets it into the Ranger zone, drops it off to the defensive partner. He takes a shot. That one's easily blocked away by Georgiev, and now the Rangers come the other way. Capo Caco on the right side. Tried to make a pass. That one was blocked by the Oilers. Rangers have it again. Mika Zibanejad, top of the point, fires over to Adam Fox. Fox takes a wrist shot. That one is blocked by the stick of Benson. Adam Fox again regains the puck, still looking for some help here as he's pinned along the boards on the far right side. And now the Oilers are able to tap it out of the zone. And Zibanejad fires it. That one is blocked. Oilers get it again. 75 drops it over. And now Benson with it on the left side. Benson drops it over to the far right side to Puljujärvi. Now gets it to Connor McDavid behind the net. McDavid on the left side now. McDavid still with the puck. Backhands it. Tried to get over to Hyman, who was wide open, but the pass was blocked and slowed down. 2 minutes to go here in the second period. Still 2-1 Rangers right now. Adam Fox gets it for the Rangers behind the net, and he'll fire it off the boards and out. It's going to go all the way down. Will it be an icing? It certainly will be. And we get a face-off back in the Rangers zone with 1:47 to go here in the second period. 2-1 Rangers. Fagio saying, every time Koskinen plays the puck out of his crease, I get Hellebuck flashbacks where he used to play it. The other team would steal it and score. Yeah, these guys are not Marty Brodeur or Patrick Waugh nowadays, but they still try to do it, which doesn't usually work out. Adam Fox right now has been on the ice for exactly the last 2 minutes, so he is tired right now, looking to just try to get an opportunity to get off the ice, and it looks like he finally does, as here come the Rangers, another 3-on-1 opportunity. Adam Fox with it now. He waits. He tried to make a pass, but Koskinen was able to snip it out, and then he's able to dive over and finally grab the puck, and we get a stoppage as Adam Fox with a great opportunity, very similar to Capo Caco, kind of hesitated to the last second, and he could not score. So a minute 29 to go here as we get another quick stoppage, and we will once again be right back after we get another quick word from our sponsors. So as always, shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring these live watch-alongs and everything that we do here at the Hockey Podcast Network. Make sure to use our promo code down below when you sign up, THPN. So about 90 seconds to go here in the second period. The Rangers scored first in this period to make it 2-0 on a goal by Barclay Goodrow. And then just a few minutes ago, Ryan McLeod got himself his fourth goal of the year on a nice cross-crease pass from Benson to cut the deficit in half. And that is where we are currently with it being 2-1. Let's see here. Hockey's biggest fan. So when I get older, I will have two channels. This one and the Mini Stick Hockey League. And it'll be male and male. And we'll have behind the scenes. That is awesome, man. Can't wait to see all of that action. That is absolutely awesome. Two more channels. Mini Stick League will be called the MSHL. Other one will be behind the scenes. That is really, really cool, my friend. Can't wait to see that. Fagio once again saying, Koskinen, don't go out of your crease. Okay, good. He grabbed it. Yeah, Koskinen, even though he's given up 2 goals, he's actually played pretty well. Has had 2 situations where it was 3-on-1, and he was able to come up with some saves. Minute 10 to go here as the Oilers have the puck behind their net. It's Cody Ceci with the puck. Fires it over. Tried to get McDavid streaking up the center of the ice, but it was blocked. Actually, it wasn't blocked. It was tapped, and it'll actually be an icing here. So the faceoff will be back in the Rangers zone with back in the Oilers zone, with 1:03 to go. Connor McDavid has had a pretty quiet game so far, but he's one of the best players in the NHL for a reason. He is just an opportunity away from really getting himself going. Rangers so far defensively have done a good job of just slowing him down. Face-off one here by the Rangers as Kreider tried to get the puck in the slot, but he couldn't control. A good stick lift by the Oilers. No penalty called there. Oilers just trying to get out, and they do. Draisaitl now with it. Flips it. Tried to get a streaking McDavid, but he missed him. And now the Oilers right now are offsides, but no call yet. Rangers with the puck. 43 seconds to go here. So fire it in. Koskinen behind his net. Yes, Faggio, he played the puck again. And now McDavid up the center of the ice. Here he comes. And he'll just fire it right at Georgiev. Gets it back for a second, but good defensive play by the Rangers. Is able to snuff it out before McDavid could get a good rebound. 25 seconds to go here. McDavid down the left side looking for an opportunity. Good poke check by Mika Zibanejad. But then Connor McDavid gets it right back. Darnell Nurse drops it to Yamamoto. Fakes the slap shot. Over to Draisaitl. Sharp angle try. That one is blocked. Shot from the point. That one is blocked again. 8 seconds to go here in the second period. Oilers looking for one last opportunity. Darnell Nurse from the left side. That one goes wide. Another opportunity here. Darnell Nurse with 1 second. Tried to make a pass over to Draisaitl, but the clock expires. And that will do it. As now a little bit of pushing and shoving by both Jacob Trouba and Kyle Yamamoto at the end of that. But that'll do it for the second period here, ladies and gentlemen. As both teams get a goal. Barclay Goodrow for the Rangers, Ryan McLeod for the Oilers, and the deficit for the Oilers is the same as it was after the first period. Still 1 goal. It is now 2-1 Rangers after 40 minutes of play. So we shall see what happens here as we have a very exciting game here after 40 minutes of play. Excuse me. So what do you guys think so far of this game? What are your predictions here? You still have time before the beginning of the third period to give your guys predictions. It's 2-1 Rangers after 20 minutes of play. We'll see what both teams have in store for us in the final 20 minutes of action in about 15, 20 minutes from now. Hockey's biggest fans. So for the behind the scenes channel for MSHL, you will hear what the coach says and the players and the locker room. I like that a lot, man. Like I said before, very, very exciting and very, very much interested to see what you have in store for us when you get the opportunity. I just think this coach is 2Gs. That is the most detailed mini stick hockey league I've seen. Hockey biggest fan says yes. Wait, the Avs game in it. What was the score of that one, Hockey's biggest fan? Let me know in the comments. But I'm going to step away for just a few short moments here, but I will be right back. Just going to get some water, and I will see you guys on the other side as we'll take you through the second intermission of this game. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, once again to our live watch along here on the Hockey Podcast Network between the Edmonton Oilers and the New York Rangers. It is currently 2-1 Rangers after 40 minutes of play. Both teams scored a goal in that second period. Alexis Lafreniere has been the biggest impact player of this game. He scored the first goal and got the lone assist on the second goal for the Rangers. So the former number one overall pick has really been playing well here in this game. Got a couple more comments here. And again, guys, if you have any question, comments, anything you want to discuss, let me know in the comment section. I would love to hear from you guys. This is a comment-driven live watch along like all of them are. Hockey's biggest fan, talking more about and giving us more updates on his mini stick hockey league. He said, wait, the Avs game just ended. It was 10-1 Avalanche, so a dominant victory there. He's also telling us about the potential YouTube channels, coaches, refs too, behind the scenes. So like you'll hear some chirps. It's very cool. By the way, guys, because I did have dinner and also like I'm a little bit hungry, I'm gonna have I'm just this classic Italian. I got bread and I got wine here. You know what could be better? And some hockey. What could be better? So we'll see here what happens going into the third period. There's definitely it's definitely been, it's a low scoring game against two teams that have a lot of offensive firepower. We shall see. We shall obviously see if both teams pick it up in the third period when things really start to get more intense with it being a close game. But there's actually one thing that I wanted to quickly share with you guys because I try to take the opportunity to share things with you when I get the opportunity to, especially here on the YouTube channel. Let me just find it really quick. All right, so I'm gonna quickly show you guys something. Hockey's big fan saying, should I censor when players or coaches ref swear? It's kind of up to you, man. It's really kind of up to you. If you have the opportunity where you could still, show things and get away with that, you're more than welcome to. If not, I mean, you're more than welcome to censor. My good friend Josh back in the chat saying, enjoying the game, Neil. I certainly am. It's a very good game. Enjoying doing this live watch along as I do with all of these. And also, by the way, guys, I mentioned before that the last live watch along that I did was the Winter Classic a couple days ago, and we had so much action, so much interaction in the chat, and I'm happy to report that with that live watch along, we actually just reached over 8,000 views on that live watch along. We gathered almost 60 new subscribers, and again, guys, thank you so very much for all the support on that one. It was a great success. I was so excited to do that one, and I'm so happy that it went so very well. 8,000 views now, well over 8,000 views. I can't believe just how much support you guys give. It was absolutely phenomenal. I'm blown away by it, and I'm looking forward to having more live watch-alongs with a lot of support like that, and just in general, like I'm doing here tonight with this game. Well, I will be older, like 16. No, look, again, man, once you have that channel, you are entitled to do what you think. It doesn't hurt always to ask your subscribers and people who comment and, people that watch what they think as well. It's up to you, man. However you want to do it, make it your own, man. Make it your own. I want to quickly share this with you guys because I talked about it before and I want to share it with you now. So I can find it. Here we are. So now we're going to share this if I can. Where are we at? Add this to the stream. Here we go. So, again, like I mentioned before, guys, I am the host of the Devils State of Mind podcast, which covers the New Jersey Devils here on the Hockey Podcast Network. I try to do Devils games as much as I can. Sometimes, they ask me to do other games here, which is totally fine. I like doing them 100%. But on our Twitter, which you can see here at Devil State, we are currently doing a giveaway. And here is our giveaway. We are doing a Nico Hischier, the captain of New Jersey Devils, a signed, autographed puck giveaway. All you have to do is retweet, follow our Twitter at Devil State, and tag 2 friends. You have until January 7th, 2022. couple of days from now at 11:59 to enter. And once the contest is over, I will put all the names on a wheel. I will spin it, and whoever wins. But again, you have to retweet, follow on Twitter at Devil State, and tag 2 friends. I also will mention this. If you don't have a Twitter, that's okay. Because if you go to Instagram and follow us on Twitter, on Instagram at Devil State of Mind, and you tag 2 friends on our Instagram post, and also you have to share it on your story and also tag us on your story at Devil State of Mind. If you do that, you are also entered in as well. So please make sure you enter in on this contest. Would really, really mean a lot. And you have an opportunity to get an autographed puck from a former number 1 overall pick and the current captain of the New Jersey Devils, Nico Hischier. So I wanted to share that with you guys really quickly. Would definitely mean a lot to me if you guys could share that as well. Thank you so very much. So sorry you have to watch me eat, by the way, guys. I really, really do apologize for that. I know it's not fully professional, but I'm trying here. So once again, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight for this live watch along. This is literally the only NHL game we have on the schedule because the other 2 games that I saw that were supposed to be today actually got suspended because they're up in Canada and everything going on with COVID-19 surges because of Omicron up there. So this is the only game. Again, my name is Neil Villapiano. I'm the host of the Devils State of Mind podcast, which covers the New Jersey Devils here on the Hockey Podcast Network. If you guys want to hear more of my voice or learn more about the New Jersey Devils and follow along, make sure you follow us on Twitter at Devil State, on Instagram at Devil State of Mind, like us on Facebook, and also subscribe to us wherever you listen to podcasts. Just search Devil State of Mind and you will find it. I think another thing that I wanted to also mention is that please go and subscribe to all the podcasts here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Follow us on social media at HockeyPodNet, anywhere you have social media, and follow all the podcasts because we have podcasts that cover every single team in the National Hockey League and other great hockey podcasts as well. The Hockey Podcast Network is the place to get everything NHL hockey related. It's just great stuff all around. The comment section right now being a little bit quiet, which is kind of a surprise. But again, guys, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, thoughts about the game so far, let me know in the comment section. So my prediction, unless we're going to see a crazy high-scoring third period, I think my prediction is going to be at least off with the score because I said it was going to be 5-3 Rangers, and it's only 2-1 after 40 minutes of play. But again, there's still a lot of hockey left to play with a third period still to come, and we will see what happens with that. But we are going to take another quick break and get another word, as we always do, from our sponsors. And as always, shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring all of these live watch alongs and all the things that we do here at the Hockey Podcast Network. When you sign up for DraftKings, make sure to use our promo code down below, which you can see in the bottom right corner here, THPN. So we're another couple of minutes or so away from the start of the third period. Again, it is 2-1 Rangers after 40 minutes of play, and it's very much a tightly contested game. It looked like after the Rangers made it 2-0 early in this second period that the Rangers were going to just have a lot of things going. They had a couple opportunities to make it 3-0, but they couldn't score. Both teams have hit the post at least once. The Oilers were able to score with a couple minutes to go in the second period to cut the deficit in half. So now it's kind of lockdown time, but for the Rangers, that they want to find a way to win this game and get themselves back-to-back wins against two very talented teams. They got the win last night in convincing fashion against Tampa Bay, and now looking to try to win a much less scoring game and a very, very tough physical game here against the Edmonton Oilers. And again, guys, as always, these are comment-driven streams. So what that means basically is that you guys leave comments. I will share them on the screen. I love interacting with you guys. That's what makes it fun because, again, it's not just about us sitting here and broadcasting the game and telling you guys what's going on. It's also interacting with you guys, making you guys feel a part of the stream, a part of the network and everything like that. That's really what we love. That's why we do these, and we really, really do appreciate it. And the last live watch along that we did, if you're just joining us, was the Winter Classic, in which the St. Louis Blues defeated the I'm dropping here, the Minnesota Wild 6-4. It was a great game, and we did a live watch along. I was the host of it. It was just me, and I announced it a few moments ago, but I'll announce it again. The live watch along that we did, which you could go back in our archives on the channel and go watch. Make sure to do if you haven't already. We reached over 8,000 views just now, and we also reached almost like 60 new subscribers since then. So again, as I've said several times before, but I'll mention it again, thank you so much for everybody that joined me during the live watch along, who has watched afterwards, left likes, subscribed, everything like that. It means so much to me. It means a lot to the network. We're trying to grow this here. Like I've mentioned before, I'll mention again, we're now like almost 740 new subscribers. We are trying to get to our first 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2022, and we're already well on our way to getting there here. Let's try to get to 800 by the end of this month, man. Let's try to get this going. Let's try to get to 1,000 early on in 2022 and make 2022 the best year for growth in the Hockey Podcast Network. Again, the Hockey Podcast Network is the place to get everything you need to know from the NHL, covering all the teams in the NHL and everything else going on in the hockey world. Couple other comments here. My good friend Danelle. Hey, Neil, do you have social media that I can message you my Adidas jersey of the local teams of the Rangers, Islanders, and Devils? Yeah, absolutely. I'll post it again here in the chat. Actually, you know what? You know what I'll do, Danelle? Because I like you so much. I will actually instead, let me go back here. I'm actually going to just, what is it? Is there enough? Can I just like share it? Yeah, share profile via, can I just copy it? Copy link. There we go. All right, so Danelle, the first link that I'm sharing here, which I'm sharing in the chat right now, this is actually a link to my Twitter, so you can follow me on Twitter at THENVPSHOW. That's my Twitter. That's my personal Twitter, actually. The Devil State of Mind Twitter, which I will share with you right now. And this is the Devil State of Mind podcast Twitter account that you can follow me on as well. If Danelle, I would love to get a couple of new followers on both of my socials. Would love to do it, man. Thank you so much. Hopefully, you enjoy the content that I share and everything like that. But hopefully that definitely answers your question. And I'll share it on my social media as well. It's like if a 5-year-old watches behind the scenes channel and their mom and dad hears a swear word, it's not my fault. They can't. Yeah, well, look, as long as you just you let people know ahead of time that like it's going to be like that, then, I'm sure that, it'll be easier for them. But if you want to just bleep it out on your channel, Hockey's Biggest Fan, that might be the safest way to go so you don't get in trouble. We are now just ready to start the third period of our game between the New York Rangers and Edmonton Oilers. Again, it's 2-1 Rangers going into this third period. The goals for the Rangers are by Alexis Lafreniere and also Barclay Goodrow. And Ryan McLeod has scored the only goal so far for the Edmonton Oilers. So we shall see, ladies and gentlemen, if the Oilers are able to come back in this one and get themselves rolling here. My good friend, Andrew is back in the chat here as the third period is just underway. What is going on, Andrew? Hope you are doing well, my friend. Thank you as always for coming on and saying I very much appreciate it. He's asking me, how am I doing today? I'm doing very, very well. Happy as always, Andrew, to see you in the chat, hanging out with us. Make sure to leave a like while you're here, my friend. It certainly helps out the channel. But I'm doing well, enjoying a really tight, close checking game between two very talented teams, and hoping for some more fireworks here in this third period. We have just seen this. The Oilers right away with a shot by number 37 is stopped, as it was Fogel that took the shot, and that one goes in the breadbasket and is covered by Georgiev as we've just approached about 43 seconds into the third period. So we'll see. If you're the Rangers, you got to find a way to get that next goal. You got to find a way to get back up to a 2-goal lead. You don't want to give the Oilers any sort of hope that they have a chance in this one. Hockey's biggest fan said, well, maybe I can have 4, like a clean one and not a clean one. I think that's good. Distribution of both, I think it's perfectly fine. Andrew saying, I just like, thank you so much as always, Andrew. Really do appreciate it, my friend. Very, very much so. So now the Rangers looking to try to get out of the zone. Lafreniere dumps it out. Alexis Lafreniere has been the man of the game so far. He got the game's first goal and got the lone assist on the second. So right now he is on pace to definitely get the first start of this one, especially if the Rangers are able to find a way to win this game. So Draisaitl dumps it in, and it goes all the way down, and it's going to be an icing here as we approach just a little bit less than 90 seconds into the second period. Into the third period, sorry. Lindgren back on the ice again for the Rangers. He got a puck deflected up and hit him in the face earlier back in the second period, but he seems to be okay. He hasn't missed a shift, which is great. It's absolutely great. Andrew saying, Neil, I've always been on here since Kim, my good friend Kim Moisa, Isles Girl 3 on Twitter, was on 3 months ago. Yeah, man, I know you have. You're on a lot of these live watch longs. You're always in the comment section saying hi, giving us score updates, which I think, unfortunately, Andrew, there's no other out-of-town scores you can give us tonight. But we do appreciate the support, man. We really do. We love that you're one of the guys that's consistently on here. Thank you so very much, man. You are a true friend, a trooper, and we very, very much appreciate you 100%. Hockey's biggest fan say, my cat is happy. Love to hear it, man. Love to hear it. Rangers have the puck and they'll dump it into the zone as we approach just 2 minutes into the second period, with the Rangers still holding on to a 1-0 lead. As now an opportunity for Ryan Reeves, and he whiffed at it. And now the Oilers come the other way. It's Leon Draisaitl, left side, take a shot, and that one it just goes wide of the net. Good opportunity for the German talented player right there, but he could not score. So Leon Draisaitl having himself a pretty productive night. He's definitely bore the brunt of some big hits. The Rangers, I would say, defensively so far have been doing a pretty good job of slowing down the top 2 point getters in the NHL and obviously the top leading goal scorer as well. But again, these two guys are talented enough where at any moment they could create some really good magic and get themselves a goal. So we shall see if they can pick up their game and get themselves going here. Danelle saying, okay, now I messaged the Adidas jersey to you. It's on your message on your Twitter. All right, man. I will definitely check it out later on. Speedy Gaming back in the chat. Say, go Rangers, go. What's going on, Speedy? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Thank you so much for coming on the chat saying hi. My good buddy, Isha Jerome, the City Life Project saying, what's up, Neil? Great stream. Thank you so much, boss. Appreciate you coming on here. Oilers, more like spoilers. Love it, man. Love it. And it looks like there's a penalty coming up here, and it's going to be against McLeod, who has the only goal of the game so far for the Rangers, as he takes a penalty 2:20 into the third period, as we'll see what happened here, as he ended up tripping up number 14 of the Rangers. So the Rangers will go to just their third power play of the night with an opportunity to see if they can regain the 2-goal lead here. NFL is on its scoreless in the second quarter. Thank you, Andrew, for the Monday Night Football score update between the Pittsburgh Steelers and Cleveland Browns. Ben is once again back in the chat. Welcome back, Ben. Great to see you as always, my friend. Rangers currently up 2-1 here. They got a minute 40 to go on the power play. They're over 2 so far on the night with 3 shots on goal. Adam Fox with the puck now on the right side. Now takes it back up. Gives it over to Strome. Fakes a slap shot. Over to Fox. Fox. One-time pass over to Zibanejad, and that one just goes wide. It might have hit the side of the net. Zibanejad backhand pass, trying to keep it in. Still with it now. Gives it over to Fox. Fox. Over to Strome. Strome waits. Back over to Fox. Fakes the one-time shot. Fox back over to Strome on the right side. Strome right on the far right circle. Gives it over to Fox. One-time pass over to Zibanejad. That shot is stopped by Koskinen. 2 good opportunities there. Strome back out to the top of the blue line to Fox. Now back over to Strome on the right side. Strome. Deflection by Chris Kreider is stopped by Koskinen. Rangers still keeping it in here. 52 seconds to go on the power play. Adam Fox with a shot. That was stopped, but it trickles in anyway. And it's in the back of the net and with just seconds to go here. I'm not sure if they're going to give it to Fox or maybe somebody in front here, but Koskinen made the original stop, but it squeaked past him into the back of the net. And the Rangers have regained the 2-goal lead. It's now 3-1, just about 3:32 into the third period. So we'll see here again on the replay as Adam Fox had the puck on the right side, just kind of skated it back to the top of the blue line. He took a wrist shot. It's a little hard to tell from this angle. We'll see here again as it looked like it was Chris Kreider that might have been celebrating that goal. Let's see. It was deflected, and it was Chris Kreider. Koskinen got a piece of it, couldn't find it, and it squeaked past him. So Chris Kreider is going to get himself the goal here that gets the Rangers back up by 2. So it's now 3-1. I heard you're saying this is the last game for Big Ben on the Steelers as we get an icing here. Yeah, it certainly looks like it's going to be the end of an era for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they'll finally get a chance to go get their next franchise quarterback, whoever that might be. I agree with you, Ben. I don't even know who number 14 has the Rangers. Neither do I, honestly. I do apologize, but yeah, I really don't know. Fagio back in the chat, not happy, saying Koskinen, yeah. That was one that Koskinen definitely needs to get back. Ben is pumped up. Andrew saying Edmonton is done playing hockey. It's not really looking so good. Have they rage quit yet? We'll see. If they give up another goal or 2, then I think it would be safe to say that they have rage quit, Andrew. Fagio saying, have mercy, I told them it'll be good, they said. So, Fagio, what's the update now with like your fantasy team? Like, are you like completely screwed because of Koskinen? Like, let me know. Four minutes in here to the third period. The Rangers just scored on the power play on a deflection goal by Chris Kreider. And as a result, we are now at 3-1 Rangers. Hockey Speaks fans saying the thing that there will be fights, like for the clean one. That makes sense. That makes sense, hockey fan, man. You got to do what you got to do. Like I said, you do you, man. Chris Kreider, 20th goal of the season. That gives him his 7th career 20-goal season. So Chris Kreider continuing to be a dominant scoring force for the New York Rangers. Face-off right now will be to the right of Alexander Georgiev with 15:52 here to go in this third period. 3-1 Rangers. Oilers got to find a way, obviously, to get the next goal here. They cannot afford to give up another goal and go down by 3, especially here in the third period. Steelers need a new QB anyways. Big Ben is old. They need a younger QB. I'm telling you right now, they're going to end up drafting the man that plays in the same stadium as they do. I think it's going to end up being New Jersey native Kenny Pickett. I would be shocked if they did not select Kenny Pickett. Andrew saying, this is the only game tonight. Yeah, this is the only NHL game on the schedule here tonight. This is the second time. It's a wraparound try by 37 by Fogle. That one is stopped. Barry with the puck waits, takes a shot. That one's blocked by Kevin Rudy. Pops up in the air, but stays in play. Now Draisaitl behind the net, makes a pass in front to Yamamoto. That one's broken up. Oilers keep it in. Koka gives it over to Barry. Waits, gives it back over to Koch at the top of the blue line. Takes a wrist shot. That one deflects just wide of the net. Oilers right now with a good job here in this shift. Looking to try to get something here. This is the only, like I said, it's the only game tonight. It's the only second time I've done a game in which it was the only game on. Rangers' next game, according to MSG, will be Thursday in Vegas against Jacob's favorite team, the Vegas Golden Knights. Danelle saying, "Hey Neil, was you talking about the Islanders girls to school?" Yeah, no. Kim Moyes is one of my dearest friends on the hockey community. We've been friends for a couple of years now, and she's great. Biggest Islander fan I know. Super passionate about her team. Loves her team. Her podcast, Kim in the Crease, which is on YouTube. Just find her and you'll watch all those podcasts. She's absolutely phenomenal. She's a tremendous person and a true friend to me, 100%. Hockey's biggest fan saying, maybe some games I'll stream them and maybe some Q&A on the MSHL behind the scenes, man. Like that's awesome, man. I love all of these ideas. You got to settle them down and you got to do it, man, 100%. Man saying LOL. Andrew asking, are you watching on MSG? I am indeed watching on MSG on cable because I'm in the New York metropolitan area, so I have pretty easy access to this game. As Darnell Nurse with a shot from the left side goes right across the crease but doesn't go in. Fajia saying, with how much shots the Rangers has, Koskinen isn't screwing me over yet, but my opponent is getting screwed with a minus 3.10, so I'm still winning. All right, there you go, Fajia. So it looks like you still might be able to win despite Koskinen not having the world's greatest game. Andrew saying, where is Jacob tonight? He was here for a while. He might still be here just watching, not really necessarily interacting, but he was here earlier. It's Puljujarvi with a shot from the right side, and that was a point-blank save by Georgiev. Great save there as Puljujarvi looked to try to score a goal there. It's now Duncan Keith with a shot from a far blue line. That one is blocked in front before it got to Georgiev, and now the Rangers come the other way. And now they come, and a shot there by Lafreniere is stopped and covered into the breadbasket of Koskinen. I don't know why his name escaped me first. I was going to say Lehkonen. That's a name you haven't heard in a while. So, just about almost 7 minutes into this third period, Chris Kreider scoring on the power play has given the Rangers a 3-1 lead. And we will take a quick break and get another word from our sponsors. So as always, shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and everything we do at the Hockey Podcast Network. Make sure you use our promo code down below in the bottom right corner when you sign up, THPN. Trivia question, who are the only two Rangers to record 50-plus power play points in a season? And the answer is Brian Leetch, 53 in 93-94 when they won the Stanley Cup, and 51 in 1990-91. And Jaromir Jagr, back in 05-06, he had 52. So that's interesting here. But if you're just joining us here, it is currently 3-1 Rangers, a little bit less actually than 7 minutes into the third period. The Rangers just scored on the power play, courtesy of Chris Kreider, and that's where we are, at the moment. Got some more comments here. So let's see. Hannah Sherson is in the chat. What's going on, Hannah? Thank you so much for coming on and saying hi. I appreciate it. Make sure to like and subscribe while you're here. It certainly helps out the channel. She says New York Rangers, so we got another Rangers fan in the house. As a pass in front, the Eagle is broken up, but that would have been a point-blank opportunity for the Rangers. Jackson Grimes in the chat saying, Jackson, Vegas taking press on Tuesday. That is awesome, Jackson. Welcome to this live watch along. Thank you so much for coming on and saying hi. Leave a like and subscribe while you're here. It certainly helps out the channel tremendously. As a shot there from Cody Ceci just goes wide of the net. As now Tyson Barrie with the puck. Just keeps it in. Draisaitl loses the puck for a second, getting an opportunity. Now potentially a breakaway opportunity for the Rangers coming the other way. And it's Chris. And it looks like it was, not sure exactly who the puck, actually it was Barclay Goodrow looking maybe for an opportunity to maybe get a goal there. Now the Rangers keep it in. Lindgren with the puck on the left side. Lindgren waits, keeps it in. Rangers still have the puck here. Drops off to Adam Fox. Adam Fox over to somebody. Delayed penalty coming up here to the Oilers. 12 minutes to go. Rangers still whacking at the puck here. Are we going to get a stoppage of play? Oilers looking to try to touch the puck, and eventually they do. As now, the Rangers will go to their fourth power play of the night with 11:55 to go and an opportunity to maybe put this game on ice. Already leading 3-1. It's Yamamoto going to the box. Looks like for a trip. Then I was saying, Neil, how was the Winter Classic on Saturday? I do like the Blues Winter Classic jersey better than the Wild Classic jersey is okay. Just don't like the stupid elbow pads on the elbow. Looks stupid. I loved watching the Winter Classic. I always do every single year. I was doing the live watch along, as you know, Danelle, you were in the chat. I loved every second of it. The uniforms were pretty solid. I like the Wild one better than the Blues. The only thing was that I didn't like the striping on the top there for the Wild. Other than that, it was great. It's a Benajad with a shot that just goes wide as the Rangers power play has just begun. But the whole spectacle was great. It was the coldest outdoor hockey game in hockey history, basically, that was broadcasted. And it was also the third coldest sporting event in North American history. But it was just a great spectacle. So glad I could do a live watch along for that one. Our live watch along reached over 8,000 views, getting 60 plus new subscribers. And again, thank you to everybody who joined us for that one. And thank you to everybody who's joining us here tonight. Very, very much appreciated. That can't pass around, and that one's broken up. Lee saying, as an Oilers fan, not happy, but Kreider is on my fantasy team. Well, I mean, there's it's always difficult when you're a fan of one team, but you got a guy on the opposing team on your fantasy. It is very, very tough. Now the Rangers have the puck right now. Zibanejad backhand over to Fox. Now over to Strome. Strome waits. Over to Zibanejad. He missed it. Puck bounces in the air. Rangers trying to keep it in. Can they? Kreider, good job blocking. Now Kapo's knocked down. Will there be a penalty? No. Darnell Nurse takes it for Edmonton, and he'll dump it back into the Rangers zone. 40 seconds to go here on the power play for the Rangers. 10:33 to go in the third, with the Rangers still leading 3-1. Once from my off-cam lead, my friend got the luckiest goal. He slightly shot the puck, and it went in. 5-hole in OT. Sometimes, man, you're just very, very lucky in hockey. Game changer is in the chat. What's going on, Game Changer? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Make sure to leave a like and also subscribe while you're here. It helps out the channel tremendously. Saying, man, Draisaitl is not moving his feet. Yeah, he's had a couple of good chances, but hasn't done a whole lot. As it looks like the Rangers' power play is going to end with about 20 seconds to go, as Jacob Trouba, who kind of knocked into number 70 of the Oilers at center ice, is going to go to the box for interference. So we will skate four aside for the next 22 seconds, and then the Oilers will have a pretty decent amount of time on a power play. Game Changer also saying, Koskinen is the victim of his own demise. True words were never spoken, my friend. Very, 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 very true. Thank you so much for the comment, man. Appreciate it 100%. So the Oilers have the puck right now. Ison's opened up a little bit. McDavid, nice move around. K'Andre Miller comes in with a backhand try, and that one is stopped by Georgiev, and the Rangers come the other way. 7 seconds to go here on the 4-on-4. Number 14 takes it in for the Rangers. And now, as the time expires here, the Oilers are now on a power play for the next minute 35. So a really good opportunity here for the Oilers to cut the deficit again to 1, as they're still trailing here 3-1. McDavid up the center of the ice, backhands it over to Yamamoto, who just came out of the box. Yamamoto stops and sets it up. McDavid going around the boards, getting past one Ranger defender, still with it, drops it to Draisaitl on the right side. Back over to the top of the point to McDavid. Back to Draisaitl. Fakes the one-time shot by Barrie. Back over to Draisaitl. Draisaitl, one-time pass over to Barrie, and that shot is stopped right into the chest and held by Georgiev. And we get a stoppage of play again and a face-off with 1:07 to go on the power play and 9:47 to go here in this one. Faggio saying Koskinen doing good, but the defense leaving him out to dry. Yeah, honestly, Koskinen hasn't had that bad of a game, except that third goal. He should have stopped that one. I would blame him more for that one, so it really should still be 2-1. But for the most part, Koskinen has had a pretty solid game. His defense certainly is not helping. And his offense, the offensive guys like McDavid and Draisaitl are not really stepping up the way they need to step up. They've really been struggling, and they are 924 away from dropping a fourth consecutive game and losing all of their games on this New York, New Jersey portion of their 5-game road trip. Faceoff is won by the Rangers, and Kreider is going to be able to get it out of the zone as we have 1 minute remaining here on the Oilers power play. Draisaitl on the right side. Drop pass back over to Tyson Barrie. Barrie wraps it around the boards, intercepted by Adam Fox. He's pinned along the boards for a second. Draisaitl gets it back to Barrie. Barrie on the right side, over to the left side to Yamamoto. Drops to McDavid. McDavid now with the puck. Tries to make a move on the left side. He comes right in. Waits. Fakes the shot. Circles back around. Gives it back at the top of the point to Barrie. Barrie drops over to the left side to McDavid. McDavid tried to fire it over to Draisaitl. It was blocked 24 seconds ago. One-time shot there by Tyson Barrie is blocked. Adam Fox gets it. Trying to get it out. Kenny, no. Rooney eventually gets it, but it's taken away by Draisaitl. Draisaitl gives it over to McDavid, and a great glove save, and a rebound try and stop by Georgiev, and it's finally covered and held by Georgiev. Big time save there by Georgiev as McDavid was all alone on the right side looking to snipe it past him, but Georgiev flashes the leather, makes the save, and then gets a nice rebound save off a shot by Zach Hyman. Beautiful. And if the Rangers end up winning this game, that's going to be the save of the game right there. Great save. Georgiev got most of it, but then Hyman was able to get a rebound try, but Georgiev made a save, and Georgiev continues to show why he's one of the more solid backup goaltenders in the league. Great save there. 11 seconds to go on the power play. Darnell Nurse with the puck now. Takes a wrist shot. That one goes wide of the net. Calgary whacks it out and goes all the way back down, and that's going to do it for the power play. So the Oilers with a couple good chances, but Georgiev makes a couple stops, and the Oilers are still trailing here 3-1 with 8:05 to go here in this third period. So as of right now, the Barclay Goodrow goal early in the second period is right now looking like the game winner. So now K'Andre Miller, drop pass over to his defensive partner behind the net. Now back over to K'Andre Miller. He comes up on the left side, up to center ice, and now he'll come in like a forward. Tried to make a move around 75, but he loses the puck, and now McLeod comes the other way for Edmonton. McLeod drops it over to his teammate, to Darnell Nurse. Tried to make a drop pass to Benson, but he missed him. And now the Oilers will have to regroup. Cody Ceci then will fire it around the boards. Georgiev plays it a little bit, and now the Rangers will control. I like this comment. Hockey's biggest fan saying, OMG, Edmonton is fat because they can't score. Well, really been struggling tonight as a wrist shot there by Edmonton goes wide of net. Cole is back, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on, Cole? Hope you are doing well. Again, thank you so much for coming back on and saying hi. Really appreciate it, my friend. Make sure to leave a like if you haven't already. Would really, really appreciate it. Game Changer saying the first goal was another mess. Yeah, it certainly was. Koskinen trying to be like Marty Brodeur, trying to play the puck, but it was intercepted by Strome. And now here comes the Oilers again, and a good shot by Draisaitl, but it's sticked aside by Georgiev. Duncan Keith now with it, fakes it over, gives it to Ceci. Ceci now to Yamamoto. Yamamoto drops it over to the left side to Duncan Keith. Tried to make a pass. It was broken up by 14 of the Rangers, and they're finally able to take it over. 14 then will just whack it down, and it goes all the way back down to the Oilers side. But yeah, no, Koskinen tried to make a play, missed it. Strome intercepts it, gives it to Lafreniere all alone in the slot, empty net, easy goal. It was a bad goal, 100%. Because their moms are going to be mad. I mean, probably will. Front Row Productions back in the chat. I'd like to point out this is my score predict. It certainly is right now, Front Row. and you're 6 minutes away from being 100% correct. So we'll see. Now Barclay Goodrow comes down into the offensive zone for the Rangers. Draw pass over. Try to make a pass to Cuts, and it's in the back of the net. And I'm not sure who's going to get the goal. It might be Ryan Strome. But nonetheless, with 5:49 to go, the Rangers have added another one as they now take a commanding 3-goal lead. It's now 4-1 Rangers, and it looks like it will be Strome that's going to get credited with the goal. So we'll see it again here. Goodrow drops it to Strome on the right side. Strome looked like he tried to just make a pass over to Lafreniere. It hits the back skate of Tyson Barrie through the legs of Koskinen and in. And when it rains, it pours, ladies and gentlemen. With the Oilers struggling a lot of late and things not going their way, it's just continuing here. And that's what you're seeing here as now Strome gets himself the goal, his 8th of the year. And that line of Goodrow, Lafreniere, and Strome has really been on fire in this one. They've really been rocking and rolling. They've scored 3 of the 4 goals so far tonight for the Rangers. So with 5:39 to go here, we'll see if the Oilers have any life left in them. But right now, for the most part in this game, it's been all Rangers. And we will step aside and get another word from our sponsors with 5:39 to go in this one. And it's now 4-1 Rangers. As always, shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring these live watch-alongs and everything that we do here at the Hockey Podcast Network. When you sign up for DraftKings, make sure to use our promo code, which you can see in the bottom right corner, THPN. So, we have 5:39 to go here in the third period. The Rangers just scored another goal off the back heel of Tyson Barrie off what was basically a pass, but Strome is going to end up getting the goal, and as a result, it is now 4-1. So unless the Oilers have a miracle comeback in them, it looks like the Rangers are going to get themselves back-to-back really good victories to begin the year 2022. It's Keandre Miller with the puck now. Ryan Strome's goal is his 8th of the year. Barclay Goodrow and Adam Fox will both get assists on that one. So like I said before, the line of Strome, Goodrow, and Lafreniere has been the hot line tonight, tallying 3 of the 4 goals tonight. Now the Oilers come the other way as that shot goes wide of the net. Hockey Speaks fans say we'll have a draft stream for sure. Love it. Absolutely love it. 100%. Unfortunately, Fort Row Productions, I believe your score might be just a little bit off now since the Rangers just got a 4th goal. As a shot there from 75 is stopped. Leon said, that goal helps me to the enemy has Tyson Barrie. Yeah, I mean, look, unfortunately, it's unfortunate for your team, your support, but it certainly helps your fantasy team. So sometimes it works out that way. As we'll get another blown whistle here with 4:47 to go in this one. So again, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Really do appreciate it. Again, if you're liking this, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and punch that notification bell so you don't miss any new live watch-alongs that we do here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. We have a live watch-along every single day here on the Hockey Podcast Network. TT saying, Rangers are going to cash me out tonight, 400 to 840. Woo! Absolutely, TT. Very, very happy for you, man. Getting some extra money. Definitely what you like to hear. Get off to a great start here in the year 2022. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe while you're here, TT. Really would appreciate it. Hockey's biggest fan talk about his mini stick league, but we will do a spin for the draft. Ooh, I'd like to know what that spin is, or maybe you're going to keep it hush hush, hockey fan. Now a pass there to 70 to an Oiler player. That one is broken up. So now Cody Ceci fakes the slap shot. That takes a wrist shot. That one is blocked. Oilers trying to keep the puck in the zone, trying to get a goal here to cut the deficit in half as they are still trailing by 3 with 4 minutes to go in this one. Now Duncan Keith goes all the way back into his own zone to retreat and set up for the Oilers. Hockey's biggest fans say, will you watch my stream on MSHL? Absolutely, my friend. Abso-freaking-lutely. Let me know when you set it up, man, and I will watch that 100%. I'll even throw in some comments. I'll leave you a like. I'll subscribe. I'll do it all, man, because you support us. We will support you 100%. As that puck goes out of play, it looks like it might be a deflection. Not really sure. We'll see. But we're going to get another commercial break here with 3:32 to go in this one. Rangers still up with a commanding lead by the score of 4-1. So as always, shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring these live watch-alongs and all the watch-alongs that we do here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Make sure to use our promo code when you sign up in the bottom right corner, THPN. So a little bit more than 3 minutes to go here in this one. The Rangers have opened it up here in the third period as they've scored 2 goals, one by Kreider, one by Ryan Strome, and as a result, they have a commanding 4-1 lead. It looks like they are going to be off and rolling here and on their way to another big victory here, and that would make it back-to-back. It's a weird stat line. Mika Zibanejad leads Rangers with 3.25 miles skated tonight. Yeah, he's getting a workout in tonight, that's for sure. Hogs Big Man, one thing is the spin will be live. No worries, man. So, like, whoever watches the stream will see who gets the first picks. All right, fair enough. We may add some custom teams like Iceland Beer. That's really awesome, man. Dude, I'm so excited to see all of this, man, when you get it all set up. Very, very excited. And thank you so much, hockey fan, for being here all night long and interacting with me. Really do appreciate it. Make sure to leave a like. And if you're not subscribed, you have to subscribe while you're here. I would really, really, really appreciate it. Koskinen once again, Faccio tried to play the puck and nearly turned it over. He's been doing that a lot tonight, obviously. Rangers have the puck in the offensive zone. 3:10 to go in this one. Ranger play with the puck right now. Drops it back over. Misses. That line again of Strome, Goudreau, and Lafreniere back on the ice. Strome gives over Lafreniere. Wrist shot, but he fanned on it. Didn't get all of it. And he missed the opportunity to try to get his second. Oilers dump the puck in. 2:50 to go here in this one. Kind of curious to know if the Oilers end up deciding to pull their goaltender. I don't see the point with you being down 3 goals, but it's looking more and more like as we get a stop here with 2:40 to go. And it looks like we're going to get a hooking penalty. We're getting a penalty of some sort, and we'll see who it's going to be on in just a moment. And it's going to be against Fogle of the Oilers. So for the majority, unless the Rangers score, for the majority of the 2:40 left to go in this one, the Rangers will be on a power play. So the Rangers can either try to score on the power play or just play, just kill off the clock and end this one. So things just keep going from bad to worse in this one. It's been a rough night all around for the most part for the Edmonton Oilers. It's Warren Fogle going to the box for high sticking. No problem, man. Thank you so much, Hockey's Big Fan. So teams will have 2 goalies, 5 players, all right? Koskinen, yeah, I know, Fadji, I know. He's had a rough game. Rangers are 1 for 4 in the power play tonight with 6 shots on goal. Oilers right now trying to create something shorthanded. The two things the Rangers did tonight is shutting down McDavid and Draisaitl. Yeah, they've done a really, really good job tonight, Danelle, of really, preventing either one of those guys from having some chances. They both had 2 or 3 decent opportunities, but they haven't been major factors like they are in a lot of games. Fagio says, I pop back in and this. Yeah, I know, man. It's been rough. It's been rough, Fagio. Hopefully you still find a way to win your game, even though Koskinen has had a rough night. But the Oilers have the puck right now. They fire it back down to the Rangers zone. Georgiev plays the puck off the boards. 1 minute to go here on the power play for the Rangers. 1:40 to go in this one. Rangers have this one all but wrapped up as they lead it 4-1. Oilers clear it back down again. Hockey's biggest fan saying we will have refs. Gotta have refs, man. Even though they suck, you gotta have refs in all these sporting events. One thing is don't take a suspension hit. Yeah, man. Gotta be careful with those. You can't afford to hurt your team like that. As now the Oilers coming the other way shorthanded. Number 70 with the puck takes a shot. That one's deflected by Trouba out of play. And we'll get a face-off here with 1:13 to go in this one. 33 seconds remaining on the power play. Rangers easily up here 4-1. They've really shut it down here in the third period. Alexander Georgiev having a tremendous game, really, really playing well, looking like he's off to getting his 8th win of the season, continue to be a strong backbone and support to Igor Shesterkin. It's been tremendous. Faceoff will be to the left of Georgiev in the Rangers zone. And the faceoff is won here by the Rangers. Trouba with the puck now. Behind his own net, drops it off to Strome, I believe that is. As Strome tries to make the play, and then he'll just dump it into the Oilers zone. Oilers get it back, and then they lose it. 29 with the puck now. 29 back to the top of the point, gives it to Trouba. Back to 29. Over to Philip Hedl. Hedl on the right side, giving it back to Trouba. Over to number 6. Number 6 over to 29. Takes a shot, and that one just goes wide. Good opportunities. The power play comes to an end here with 37 seconds to go in this one. As the Rangers and Oilers looking to just try to finish off these last 30 seconds or so and end what has been for the most part, a pretty dominant victory by the hometown New York Rangers. 75 with the puck now. The fans begin to rise at Madison Square Garden as with 20 seconds to go. Darnell Nurse drops it in. Oilers maybe have one more opportunity. Another save by Georgiev. 12 seconds to go here. Oilers in the offensive zone. One last chance here. Barry with a shot. He whiffed on it. Actually was blocked by a Ranger. Dumps it out of the zone. 3 seconds. 2, 1. And that will do it here at Madison Square Garden as the Rangers get back-to-back victories to open up the year 2022 as they win this one at home by the score of 4-1 over the Edmonton Oilers. So the Rangers will have a couple days off before they play Vegas in Vegas on Thursday, while the Oilers will have a day off tomorrow as they fly back into Canada to take on the Maple Leafs on Wednesday. Georgiev stopping 33 of 34 shots, gets himself a big victory. August Big Fans think, should I comment the games for his mini stick hockey league? Absolutely, man. Commenting is so much fun as I do here. I love doing it. You absolutely should. It would help out your channel 100%. Fadjo saying Price going to Edmonton. If Price actually plays this year, maybe. But, I don't know. We were saying Oilers are in a total free fall. Yeah, they have lost 3 in a row now, 3-4 in a row now. They've really been struggling of late, and we'll see if they have to start making some changes because right now, this is a perfect example of when Connor McDavid and Draisaitl are not doing anything. They're not getting any support from anybody else. Like I said, the thing is, I've said this about the Oilers so many times. It's Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, and that's it. They have very little help other than that. Very subpar defense and bad goaltending. I'm sorry. Sorry, Fagio. You have Koskinen, but he's just not that good. And that's really what you saw in this one here tonight. Just a perfect example of all of that. So that is very, very frustrating if you're an Oilers fan. Hockey speaking to say, I may swear, do what you got to do, my friend. Oilers lose to all three teams in the tri-state area. Devils, Islanders in OT, and the Rangers in regulation. Yep. Maybe all games should be streamed, dude. The more streams you do, the more notice you get, man. That's the way I look at it. You should absolutely do it. So, with that being said, that is going to do it tonight for this live watch along here between the Edmonton Oilers and New York Rangers. As always, guys, thank you so very much for coming on and hanging out with me tonight. Really do appreciate it. A lot of fun as always. If you want to check out more of these live watch along, here's what you do. You leave a like on this stream, on this live watch along, you subscribe to the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel, and you punch that notification bell so you don't miss any new live watch alongs that we do here on the Hockey Podcast Network. We have new live watch alongs every single day covering the NHL and other big hockey events going on all around us. You can follow the Hockey Podcast Network on all social media platforms at HockeyPodNet. Also like us on Facebook at the Hockey Podcast Network. You can follow me on Twitter at THENVPSHOW and also on Instagram at NVPQB11. Also, make sure you like and subscribe to my podcast, The Devil's State of Mind Podcast, which covers all things New Jersey Devils. Just search Devil's State of Mind Podcast wherever you listen to podcast episodes. And we post new episodes of the podcast every Monday and every Thursday, covering all things Devils. Follow us on Twitter at Devil's State. Also on Instagram at Devil's State of Mind, and as well on Facebook, Devil's State of Mind. In the NHL, every team is going to go through a free fall and a losing streak. Yeah, I mean, the Devils were on a 6-game losing streak, and now we're on a 3-game winning streak. So teams go up and down. It happens every year. Whoever was the one that bet 400, that was TT on the Rangers today. They won big. Yeah, TT got himself $840 more in the bank account. So shout out to TT for getting that money, man. That is awesome. It's sad it's ending. Yeah, I know, man. But you know what? We will be back tomorrow doing another watch along. We're doing every single one this week. I'll be back very, very soon doing another one. Andrew saying, what a game. Very big win for the Rangers. Back-to-back wins at home to open up 2022. Hockey's biggest fan saying, I'll re-watch this stream. Thank you so much. If you could do that for all of them, even the Winter Classic one that we just did, that would really, really happen. That would really, really be great. What's happening on here? Andrew, we are unfortunately just wrapping up this. Hockey's Big Fans is happy. Andrew saying, which game is tomorrow? Let me bring that up again for you, Andrew, so that you are, I mentioned it before because I know Fagio asked it earlier in the stream, but I'll just bring it up again so that I can give you confirmation because I want to make sure you guys get the right information. So let me look it up. Tomorrow is the 4th. So tomorrow, we'll be doing a live watch-along starting at around a little bit after 8 p.m. Eastern Time between the Colorado Avalanche and Chicago Blackhawks. Christian Bull and Griffin Youngs will be the ones covering that one. So make sure you go check out that live watch-along when it's live tomorrow. So once again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight on this live watch-along, and we will see you all in the next one. Once again, the final score here in this one, the New York Rangers with a dominant victory at home against the Edmonton Oilers, winning by the score of 4-1. Everybody stay safe. Thank you guys as always, and rock on.